Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome to the Monday daytime stream. It's Monday already somehow. Is it Monday? Wait, what's the day? Yeah, Monday. Crazy. Doesn't even feel like the weekend happened, to be honest. All right. That's because I worked all weekend. I really did. I'm not exaggerating. I worked all weekend. Karis and I went nowhere, and I stayed at home and I worked. All right. Which I guess is probably due because we went out for Vegas the other weekend. So, gotta make up for that somehow, right? Gotta earn back. That was an expensive vacation. That was not, if you want to call it a vacation. It was more like a, we were exploring the possibility of moving. It's a good thing we did because after being there, I was convinced, yeah, this is a place to move to rather than staying in Missouri. All right, we're gonna copy this. So it was useful. If I hadn't gone, I might not have developed that opinion. All right, let's see. I got an offer today on one of my cards. $300,000 for Mudkip. And I told him no. And this is because we just saw the Gold Star Charizard sell for $296. And he's not as rare as the Mudkip. The Mudkip's actually more rare. By a lot, there's like 1/3 of them compared to the Charizard. We're going live for Monday. Wait, why does this say Friday night? Have I not been pinging properly? That says Monday. What the hell? Did I not ping for Sunday? Weird. That doesn't look right. All right, well, we'll go ahead and ping this. Ping. All right, there. Oh, that thumbnail looks tasty, doesn't it? Look at that with that Gengar on it. That looks good, Mike's side. All right, it was because it's got a Gengar in the thumbnail. That looks really nice. So we'll do that, and then let's go ping Instagram and Facebook. My PSA sub moved to assembly. The F. What would you have taken? Oh, that's a great question. Well, honestly, I think that here's the deal. I've actually received a lot of offers, but just on one card type, the Gold Stars. I don't get a lot of offers on virtually anything else. It's just Gold Stars. So by some luck, I managed to buy some of the cards that are actually Holy Grails, because it's obvious that there are dudes who really want those cards out there. And so it's just kind of a lucky thing. You know, I'm a guy who came from nothing, and I happened to buy the Gold Stars at the right time when they were cheap, and now they're really expensive. Now, the answer to that question is, maybe I would have taken an offer around 500,000. The reason for that is because I think 500 is too high almost. I think the card's price should have been around 400. So he's off by like a whopping 100 in my opinion. And so I wouldn't want to sell it at the market rate because it's like, why shouldn't I just hold this thing? I have a feeling it's going to $1 million. I do. You know, you see that with a lot of baseball cards. There's a lot of Pokemon cards doing that already. You know, hitting like 600, 700, 800,000 already. And, you know, there's a couple that hit $1 million. But it's like the Gold Stars, I think there's something about them. There's something about them that people go crazy for. And so I think those are going to, I think they're going to $1 million. All right, I'm going to post this as well. There we go. So I'm just posting our link. Good. Now, those have been posted. Let's go ahead and delete some emails. We have some work to do. We got to get the shipping ready for our, let's see. Oh, Becky received one of our submissions. That's good. Ooh, I got a response back from Degree Grading. Let's see what they said. Let's see. Let's see. So I'm going to mark this unread. I'm asking Degree Grading if they'd like to do like a sponsorship kind of deal. And so they want some information about me. So I'm going to fill that information out a little later, not in the middle of the stream, because we're live now. All right. How about tag? Any progress with tag? Probably not. Nope. Tag's never going to get our slabs back ever. I think they've decided to keep them. Let's see about this long form video I made. What's it looking at now? What's the views on it? 2.4. So I made it all the way to 2.4. All right. It wasn't a very exciting topic. It was just me talking about how Missouri failed like idiots to pass the new taxes, which would have required a change to how the taxes work in Missouri. They would have had to have raised taxes elsewhere. Nobody wanted that. They prefer to tax the wealthy. All right, there we go. So today I'm turning into a Pokemon card. That's the title. I think we're good on that. Let me go ahead and link the here it is, website in here. That's awful. Hope they recover. Oh, I don't know what you guys are talking about. Oh, 7.4 earthquake in Colombia. Thousands feared dead. Ooh, that's scary. That's right after that president, the new president took over and said he's going to fight the cartels. You know, that could cause a little superstition. Jesus, man. People are very religious and superstitious. Mr. A friend of mine is selling his collection from base through expedition. It's all in his binder, so condition varies. What's the best way to calculate price? Nowadays, he should never sell them together as a binder. He needs to take each card out and sell them one at a time. Take a picture of the front, take a picture of the back, tilt it under a light, get the scratches shown, and then sell it. And he needs to ask top dollar for anything that's vintage, because it's all top dollar. But to be honest with you, your friend really should not be selling. Your friend needs to take each one of his cards and get them individually graded. And then when they come back from grading, then he needs to sell them. Now, the only problem with that is PSA is shut down at the moment. So he's not going to be able to do that at an affordable price. So he's better off just sitting on them and letting them get even older and then grading them later. Because if even one of them grades 10, he's going to want to capture the upside of that. Because the upside of getting a 10 on any of those is worth more than like the whole binder. You know, the whole binder, if they're all, you know, going to fail to grade 10, is not worth that much. But if a single one of them does grade 10, that could be the value of the entire binder right there in one card. So he honestly needs to spend a great deal of time pre-grading them and, you know, selling them raw. Really, it's only good to sell vintage raw when it's like a common or a trainer, and those will sell for a couple dollars. They're not going to make them rich. But if you get like a rare card or a holo or a desirable common, and that gets like a 9, a 10, maybe even an 8, you're just going to capture so much profit from that. You don't want to miss out on that. So that's my perspective on it. You know, I ought to make it a thing where you can mail your collection into me, and we could do a nice long pre-grade on it for a fee. Because I can evaluate your collection extremely easily. I've been doing it for 7 years. I'm very good at it. I can tell you what I'd offload onto eBay ungraded and then what I would grade. So I haven't been around streams. Life been crazy busy. It's Daniel Wiseman. Hello, Daniel Wiseman, the man who is wise. Okay, so before we get to the first order of the day, let's open this Topps box. You guys like watching things get open? Well, this is a pretty good thing. All right, how about this camera too? We gotta get this camera a little bit better. Anyways, all right. Ooh. Cool, man. Yep, this is a new Topps box. I think from the previous box, there's like one pack left, so it was time to buy a new one. We go through a lot of Topps. Ready? I love when things get open, never keep anything sealed. Hey, Mr. Hey, everyone. Mr. I have the craziest Aquapolis raw cards. Nice, dude. All right, we're taking a look at this. The colors look pretty normal. This might just be a standard box. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Deeper into the box here. Let me turn the stupid camera thing off. I hate that. I hate it where it keeps changing which camera it's using. Feels good so far, so it might be a pricey box. I'm going all the way to the bottom of the box because I want to test the lower packs too. Yeah, feels like a potentially very good box. You just never know with these. Sometimes they're real sticky, and if they're sticky, you charge less. If they're good quality, you charge more, because that's how it works with Topps Series 1. Let me tell you how it works. when they're in really good quantity, or I'm sorry, not quantity, when they're in really good quality, like they don't stick too bad, there's a lot of money in these packs. I mean, they come with 7 cards. Well, you know what? These are slightly orange. Yeah, these aren't like the typical reddish, so these might be rainbow. Let me see. Yeah, maybe they're pretty close. All right, we're gonna find out if these are rainbow. There's a chance I pull the Charizard right here. Let's find out. Zubat. So if that's the holo, I got Zubat. It might be the holo. Nope, the holo. Well, where's the holo? Oh, it's rainbow. That's a rainbow box, everybody. That is a rainbow box. Now, what kind of stickiness are we seeing? Here's Beedrill. Not really seeing too much stickiness on the commons at all. They're not sticking together. That's really valuable. I might just have to send a lot of that. Ooh. Okay, wait a second. So these aren't just falling apart. Let's see. Okay. Well, that's not bad, actually. That's not bad. You see how easily it came apart? Oh, I'm seeing a wisp here, though. The wisps. All right. How to judge this? How to judge the pack value here? So what I'm not seeing is the cards sticking together real hard on this one, but I'm seeing a wisp. Sometimes the wisps are throughout the pack, the box, and sometimes it just sort of stops the card from being able to grade 10. So a lot of these could be like 9s or lower. And but what is good news, a lot of these are not sticking to each other at all. A lot of these commons. So these commons, let's say this Arcanine were to grade 10 for some reason, right? Well, he's like $100 or more. Sometimes all the way up to $200 in a 10. So if this guy comes, I mean, I can just show you. I don't need to speculate. And I'll just show you real fast, okay? So you'll notice the commons didn't stick, and that's pretty valuable. Now the rainbow cards, if any of those grade 10, you're sitting on probably like a multi-$1,000 card. Okay, I don't even see a non-holo Arcanine for sale. Let me check sold. Probably because they all sold. Oh, yeah. Okay, so here. How accurate was I? June 23rd, Arcanine, non-holo, $190. That's powerful. Yeah, so if this guy, who it was in fact not sticky, if he happened to grade 10, this one card would probably sell for $200. PSA is shut down, so what I would do is go for like probably CGC grading right now, because CGC is real good. They actually grade these correctly. They give them the correct title, and I'm probably going to be sending a lot of Topps cards to CGC just for that reason. Mister, did you remember to grab my card for consignment? Oh, no, I haven't even gone down there yet. Here we are. That reminds me, I need to grab somebody else's card because it belongs to me. Maybe I can have Alexis grab both cards. There we are. Here's Beedrill. Sorry, I try to avoid the shipping area. It's all dark and murky. Here's a Raichu. Wow, so clean. Let me check. How's the back of it look? Oh, yeah, really clean looking. So, these being rainbow packs, I don't know. I'm going to want more money for them because they're rainbow. I don't know. I don't know what to charge. I thought the packs looked kind of orange. The orange usually actually reveals that it's rainbow. There's another way to tell that it's rainbow. I won't reveal the way, but I was too lazy to use that method, and because I didn't really care if it was rainbow or silver, didn't matter to me. Either way, I was gonna price it up. So it's just sort of like a gender reveal for me here. But yeah, so what we're looking at is non-sticky commons, and then a rainbow that is very traditionally hard to grade 10. Got a wisp running right here. If they all had wisps like that, it's just not going to happen. But hey, you might get like a 7 or an 8. Let's say you pulled a rainbow Charizard out of here and he grades 7 or 8. Well, that's still pretty expensive. Congratulations, it's rainbow. Yay! That's right. This pack right here is silver. This is from the previous box. Both of these are. We don't want these to get mixed in. That feels pretty good. Okay. We want to make sure we keep these separated. Me, flea pack for the biggest homie. The biggest homie? Hey, what's up, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt? So we do want to mark these silver. And then I think we take a picture of this, don't we? I'm going to take a picture of this. So I think what we're going to do, take a quick picture. I only removed the Zubat from the box. That's pretty good for you guys. Zubat sucks anyways. So I basically removed a cold pack from the box. And what we discovered is that there does appear to be slight stickiness, although it didn't seem too bad. But the bigger problem was the wisp. I saw the wisp and I knew that the wisp is going to block it from ever getting a 10. Now, will they all have wisps? Possibly. We won't know until we open more of them. All right, let me zoom in on this. We'll know more as the box gets opened about the quality of the cards inside. If you give me a second, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go ahead and crop this item in my photos so we can get a picture of this uploaded. Okay. Crop it a little bit on the left and the right. That looks pretty good. All right, we're going to say done. Now I'm going to upload this to Discord real fast. And we're going to create a new listing on the website for it. I haven't decided the price of the booster packs. It's a mixed case this time. It's sort of like it's the commons are good. It is rainbow, but I saw a wisp and it wasn't perfectly non-sticky, which it never is when it's rainbow. It's never perfectly non-sticky. All rainbow boxes have stickiness issues, but it's low-grade sticky, which is good, because occasionally you're going to run into one that's perfectly unaffected by the stickiness, right? It's going to peel really nice, is what I'm trying to say. But then, if it has wisps, it will still miss a 10. So, I don't know. It's sort of like, I'm going to rank it kind of like the box ranking would be rank B. It's not S. I wouldn't call it A either. I think it's rank B. How to price a rank B box. It's close to A. It's like B+. All right, so the product name shall be English Pokemon Tops Series 1 Rainbow B+. All right. Yeah, because you're going to get some decent stuff out of there. These packs are in good condition. Rainbow slight stickiness. May find ones unaffected by stickiness. Also has wisps. The commons are not sticking. All right, so that's my assessment. It gets a B+ rating. And then for the pricing, that's a really hard part. Like, how should I price a B+? Let's go and download this image. It comes down to what I believe, like, about what these packs can earn. All right, let's mark this. We're downloading it. Obviously, I think there's a lot of potential with the common cards by themselves. So that alone has a good value. But the rainbows, if the rainbows consistently grade around 7 and 8, you're not going to make as much money back with the rainbows. But they are a rainbow. So a lot of people, you know, they prefer the rainbows, but only the Charizard, the Pikachu, the Blastoise, the Venusaur, only those cards are going to do well as 7s and 8s. Okay. And what are we charging currently? Let me see what we're charging currently for tops. Going up here to Pokemon Old. So, Pokemon Vintage. So we're going to say Series 1, Silver A, $200. Now we're going to add a new one. Tops, Series 1, Rainbow, B+. The silver packs gave you a chance for an actual hit. But you know what was weird about the silver packs? Some of them had terrible stickiness, and then some of them were like perfect. I didn't understand that. I think we're just going to hit around the same price. It's going to be around $200 for that one as well. So Top Series 1 Rainbow B Plus will be 200 for now. If they sell too fast, we'll raise the price. So we're going to hit around 200 for those. It's going to be the same thing. All right, and we'll just see how it goes. We'll lower the price if it needs to be lowered, and we'll raise the price if it needs to be raised. We can host breaks on them, by the way. All right, there we go. New product on the menu. I think I was talking about how we ought to get all of the Topps boxes back on the menu. And we need to get back into Dragon Ball. We need to expand sports. There's a lot of ways we can expand our card shop. Right now, I'm saving up a money ball because there's an item I'm going to bid on I think it's tomorrow or something. All right. And I need money to bid on it. Mister, I placed 29th at OKC Regional out of 1,000 players. OKC, I don't know what that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It's an 8-pack booster pack. And so this time, if we host these as breaks, if they're all going to be 8 per pack, I'm going to divide it by 8. So that's good for you guys. It's going to decrease the price of the break per card. Put this into here. Now, did I talk about this Gengar? So I bought this Gengar out of an auction for 1.3 thousand. He's my new Gengar. And I'm all in on poker cards, guys. And I'm going to Vegas. Blackjack, poker, hookers. Let's grab this. Strippers? I don't know. But no, I really like these poker cards. It's not just a hoot. I think that they're one of these really severely underpriced items in the menu, in the market. Okay. I've done pretty good at picking out underpriced items in the past before. And, wow. I think these have a lot of potential, not unlike the Top Sun cards. Very similar to Top Sun. All right, so a lot of OP10 English selling these days. At them, I'm going to service this. I'm also going to take a quick look at OP10 box prices. Let's see, booster box English. Because I don't know what to think of that set. All right, so here we have it. Doesn't look too crazy. It looks pretty cheap, actually. So if people like this, we can restock it. Says I should be selling around $14 a pack. Let's make sure that we're around that point. OP10, English. We're selling around 13. You know what? I'm just going to leave it untouched. So we're going to leave it alone. All right. Looks good. Let me grab it for you. Make sure to check the website. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There we go. Check for website orders. Is that what you mean? Check for website orders. We just started, but Hathim had already placed his. Oh, you got a pre-order. Is that it? Do you have a pre-order? You've got a pre-order. Oh, he goes first. Good catch, Jeff. He goes first. Jeff had a pre-order for 2 packs of Royal Blood. Good catch, Mr. Jeff. All right. Here we are. Sergio, where's the mods at? Oh, we got to get Mr. Mike's side paid, too. You want to get paid, Mr. Mike's side? Here we go. So, Mike's side, we want to have success on YouTube again. YouTube obviously has crashed. Our views are way, way down on YouTube. They're like cut in half. That's pretty serious. Instagram's way up. Instagram's doing incredibly well. I don't know why Instagram does so well and YouTube does so poorly. So I think that's an algorithm kind of thing. So my bet is YouTube is not pushing shorts. And we post a lot of shorts. So that's going to change. Our new thing, you're going to be making a long form video at the end of the month. And it's going to be made out of clips of hits. So here's what I want you to do. Whenever you're processing a live stream, look for a hit that you thought was pretty good and just save it to the side. At the same time, I'm going to do that too. We're going to have a August recap channel in Discord, and I'm going to pull some things to the side for you as well. By the end of the month, I want a video made. It's got to be like 10 to 15 minutes long, and it's got to be only a couple seconds per pull. I don't want it to last very long, so we got to come up with a lot of pulls. The August recap should be like a true recap. And we just got to keep working on it and fine-tuning it in order to make something special enough that people actually watch it. I don't know how that's going to work. Ooh, Don Quixote do Flamingo. And so, Mr. Athim, Jeff genuinely bought these before you. He really has to have these first. He ordered this over an hour ago. That's why he mentioned it. There we go. All right, Jeff. Thank you, Jeff. Let's go grab your baggie. He might have sniped you a little bit. Ah, here it is. A Jeff bag. I went to a convention yesterday and got a Hollow Fossil Moltres. Nice. Now, did you mention you had a pricey Marvel card in here? Let's go looking for that. I'll be happy to top load that for you if you got one. Let's see. Maybe a different bag. You know, we're always out of room. We got to get more room together. Here we are. I had to redesign the table to get more room out of it. There we go. Let's see. Maybe you're in here. Ah, here's some. No, here's some of these. Llanowar Elves. Maybe it's one of these cards that I don't know very well. Ooh, look at that Tetra. Mister, that isn't my bag. Mister, tell him that's going to cut him down. Are you serious? I really put your cards in the wrong bag? I'll put this back. I must be getting old or something. Hold on, wait a second. Did I put... Oh, I put his cards in the Sergio's bag? All right, we seriously need to sort the table. We need to sort the table. Because there's... We're having... I was kind of hinting at it, actually, while we were talking. We're having a problem where there's too many people sharing the overflow box. And I apologize. I thought that I had seen your name. I must have seen your name, but grabbed the wrong bag. Because you're sharing a box with Sergio and a bunch of other guys, and it's all super, super full right now. Yeah, we got a lot of people. Shipping would help, but no one is required to ship. Hold on. Ah, here's... So this is probably the bag I meant to grab. See, look, you have two different bags. I must have grabbed Sergio's bag thinking I'd grabbed yours. All right. So you got all these in here. My bad, dude. Good catch. Yeah, keep an eye on the bags when we are putting the cards away, guys, because if I ever put the wrong cards in a bag, that does have to be fixed. Because one day they're going to be like, hey, where's my card? And then I'm going to have to buy them that card back, or whoever got it by mistake is going to have to fess up and say, hey, I got the wrong card. But whatever the case is, we guarantee that we fix those issues, okay? So there you go, Jeff. Sorry about that. All right, too many people sharing the same boxes right now. Got to be careful there. All right. Let's see. We're having an overflow problem. Overflow. And I was just talking about needing more space. Grab this. Ship your bags. Yes, the Llanowar Elves is the $200 card. Okay, here, I told you I'd top load that one for you. All right, let's not grab Sergio again. I see exactly what I did. So your box is like to the right of me, and it was the front bag, and it was so far away that I grabbed into the other far side bag, far side box, I should say. I see what I did wrong, because I kind of reached for it again. I almost reached for Sergio twice there. It's like your brain can't judge how many boxes deep you are. All the boxes are the same color, and there's no, since you look at them sideways, there's no like tag on the box telling you which box you're grabbing from. They all just look the same. All right. Sergio was the front bag in the other box. Okay, pull that out. All right, no problem. I'm happy to top load this expensive card for you for free. There you go. Where are the OP Reg Hollows put back in Jeff's bag? Yes, I believe they were put into his... Oh. I don't think I did that. Sorry. You know, my brain doesn't even remember those. So probably these guys, huh? OP10. Good catch. This and this. There we go. Okay, good catch. Sometimes my brain doesn't even register those that they exist because they're hollows. My brain classifies them as junk. So it doesn't think too hard about them. There we go. You guys you're hearing the inner machinations of my brain. All right, there we go. So now, Hathim, it is your turn now. Let's hope you also get lucky. Let's find out what happens here. Do you think stamped reverse hollows, even the GameStop stamps, good grabs? I don't like the ones that are like Toys R Us or GameStop or anything like that. I find those kind of like, I mean, it doesn't say Pokemon on them, I'll say that. So I do like reverse holo stamps, but I don't care for the GameStop ones. But here's a reverse holo stamp I've really gotten into lately, and it's the reverse holo stamp staff cards. Love those. The staff cards are great. Here you are. Here's this. Yeah, the staff cards are fantastic. Here's this one. Konnichiwa. Mr. Throw a face cam in the corner. I have a feeling your views will get better. Yeah, we could put a face cam in the corner. Of course, that would mean I can't pick my nose anymore. But more importantly, it means the whole time I'm live, I got to think about making sure I'm keeping up my, expressions. I got to be hair combed and all that. And I don't think I'd do that for 6 hours a day, to be honest. There's a girl that'll probably do that, but I'm not going to do that. Here we are. What we got? This is pretty good. I can flip the camera around occasionally and say hi to you guys. I don't mind. There you go. All right. This is good the way it is. I like the privacy. There we go. Monkey D. Luffy. You still got a good pull, Mr. Athim. That's not so bad. Golden Luffy. You have a box here. Could have been worse. It could have been just cold ones. Must have been a loaded box or something. I remember when you were opening multiple Japanese vintage packs at a time just for content. Yeah, not as easy to do that anymore with the packs approaching $1,000 a piece. Just not going to happen, sadly. Even I have financial limits. All right. I don't have infinite money. Like the opposite. I have very finite money. Okay, so now we're going to hit refresh. Just think of grooming as part of your work, but I think there's theories going around that YouTube is suppressing faceless content. Content ID will think it's AI. Yeah, I don't think that's it. I think it's probably that the shorts aren't being advertised anymore. They're not being pumped or whatever. That's what I think's going on. Here's Harry Kennison. Can I get a Rainbow Tops pack and an Impel Marvel? Okay, really big order here. Rainbow Marvel pack. A Rainbow Tops pack. There it is, $200. If they sell too well, you're going to see a price increase. I think I priced them just around where they should be. If these were like perfect, like if we had a box where it's like the cards were coming out 0 issues at all, I'd do like 500 to 600 easily. Because that's like the peak of Pokemon Tops. All right, let's save the best for last. Let's open this first. Should I rip more Storm Emeraldo or some Ascended Heroes? Oh, that's a great question. Well, I just did a double restock on Storm Emeraldo. We got a lot more coming in. It's Rayquaza, baby. People are going to want that Rayquaza forever. He looks great. And if you don't have one, you're going to want one eventually. So, oh, look at you, Mr. Harry Kennison. Maybe double luck. Maybe you'll pull Charizard in the other pack, too. So he's going to pick up a holographic from Impel Marvel. And it's Spider-Man fighting the Goblin, the Green Goblin. Or Hobgoblin, one of them. We are. Also, how's that Crimson Invasion box doing? It's done. It got opened. It got opened. And I don't think you pulled anything. I don't think you pulled any Gengars, Pikachus, Wigglytuffs. In fact, the whole box had no Pikachu reverse holo, no Gengar reverse holo, sadly. So they're still on the menu. You can buy them and have them opened instantly, but that box went off. You didn't pull somebody pulled a trainer, didn't they? Somebody pulled a trainer. You might have pulled the trainer. Here's Wolverine. Yeah, one night, Roki Hyun, he came in and he bought all the remaining packs in one swoop. Shadowcat, Axe of Vengeance, Mephisto, Mr. Fantastic, Alpha Fight, Evolutionary War, Venom, Doctor Doom. Look at you. Doctor Doom, we got a new Doctor Doom movie coming out. I didn't see a stream clip link to it. Well, maybe Mr. Mike's side never turned it into a compilation. I didn't tell him to, so he gets to kind of pick and choose sometimes. And I will say the whole box didn't feel super hot. I mean, we pulled, I think 4 or 5. We pulled 5 of the non-holo Pikachus, so that's really nice. But the box contained... What was the full art? There was like a stinky full art in there too. So it was a bad full art and no holo Pikachu and no holographic Gengar. So I don't think it got turned into a clip, sadly. But yeah, you make a great point. It's something you need to be able to keep up with or watch if you're in the box. It was you, NHCC, me, and who was the other guy? I'm trying to remember who the last guy is. We can go through your bag, though, to see what it was, okay? Will Topps make a new Pokemon set? There was a lot of speculation they were going to do that, and it never happened. All right, here goes. One rainbow pack. Might have pulled Ivysaur. That's good. All right, we got Nidoran. That's good, because there's a lot of, like, you could have pulled Nidoran Hollow, which is, I pulled Zubat. Zubat's the worst. So once again, we're seeing the commons have no stickiness at all. That's really good. Pikachu there could grade 10 and earn you $200 as a 10. Because, how's this going? Oh, yeah, look at that. Actually, that's really good. Wow. Okay, we might have to charge more for these. That came out really nicely. Wow. Okay. I'm not seeing any stickiness residue at all. The thing about rainbow rares is they're always sticky. I don't think I've ever ran into a set where the rainbows weren't sticky. And my suspicion is that it has something to do with the material that makes it rainbow. And so your hope is to get a box like this where at least it's nice enough where you may peel it. So we may raise the price after this one pack to $240 or something. Here it is. Okay, let's grab you a top loader. That's pretty good. If this graded actual like 10, which it probably won't because it's still really hard to grade these 10, by the way. So even if they're not sticky, you still got corners, edges, surface flaws, print lines. But let's say it did grade 10. I'd charge like $2,000 for that, for sure. Like times 10 what you paid for the whole pack. And then you still have all of these too. Like these can do well. I pulled a full art energy from Crimson. It was Oscar Resendez pulled the energy that, or pulled the trainer. Thank you, Mister, for the great packs and superb handling. Yes, years of experience. I cut both edges of the sleeve and then peel it back and then slide the card inside so that we do not scratch the paint against the edge of the plastic, because it can be that fragile, actually. The rainbows, well, all the foils. Now, these aren't as fragile. These non-hollows, they're a lot tougher. Yeah, these are much tougher. They have nothing to chip. But the hollows can chip pretty quickly. We tested that many times. This Pikachu is really good. All right, so there you have it. I'm going to go raise the price of the rainbow packs to $225 at least. If they all come out that nice, it could go higher. All right. I didn't want to open all the packs, you know. Heaven forbid I actually pull the Charizard and then you guys don't get to pull it. But, you know, if it's a box for you guys, I'm just going to ask for an appropriate price per pack. That's all I'm going to do. So it's going to be $225. Pretty good. Wow. They can still be pretty hard to get a 10 on, but look at the surface. No stickiness on this surface at all. Really good. What that tells me is somewhere in this box, there probably is a 10. Not everyone will pull it, but somebody's probably going to grab a 10 out of that box. All right. That's for our friend Harry Kennison. I've done it long enough that I know probably one or two hollows will be just right. They'll be just right, and they'll receive a 10. Here we are. I was going to get one. That's a little high for me, dang. It's supposed to be pretty painful, because if you guys don't open them at $225, let me tell you what'll happen. I'm going to open them at $225. I'll open the whole box. I'll grade every common, and then I'm going to pick through those hollows and send the best ones off, and one or two of those will come back as a PSA 10, and I'll be selling that for like over $1,000. It'll probably be like $2,000. And heaven forbid it's the Charizard. If the Charizard gets a 10, $20,000, which he probably won't. If a Rainbow Zard gets a 10, $20,000. That's it. Nothing else. I'll keep it otherwise because it's a very good keep. 20,000. Actually, wait. Maybe we can go look up a Rainbow Zard. There might be somebody who wants to sell for less than that. But you know why I would never sell for less than that? Because I know the astronomical odds of a Rainbow 10 Charizard. They're basically impossible. So I know for a fact you should never sell it. Okay, Topps Rainbow Charizard. There is not one for sale. And you know what? That is no surprise. Not even a history of one being sold. Recently, anyways. But let's try a PSA 9. There might be a PSA 9. Not a surprise at all. Oops, I typed in 19. What the hell? God, I hate this app. It's so, like, slow. I bet it's my phone. I bet I need a new phone. So, here's a PSA 9. Right here, they won $2,000 for it. 15 watchers. Population of only 63 nines. Wow, that's nothing. How many 10s, I wonder? There's got to be no 10s. Look, this guy wants 16,000 for his 9. A bit steep. But I get it. They're just incredibly rare. Here's another 9. Okay, so this one, it says rainbow foil. The picture doesn't look rainbow foil. Maybe that's correct. But there's a 9 for 1.5. And then it goes to 2,000 and then 16,000. So 1.5 is not bad, I guess. That is mine. It's yours? You got a rainbow 9? Cool, man. All right, let's see. Hey, we might find a 10 in here, maybe. Team Rocket Grunt. Let me get a Zard Gym Battle Spot, a live custom, and 5 Poke Shuffles. You're all about the risk. All right, high risk, high reward. Let's find out. 1 live custom. It was the one you pulled. Oh, nice. We pulled it here on the channel. That's so cool, man. 1. That is so cool. 1 muck. I like that muck artwork. That's cool. I wish I could get like a reverse holo of that from Desert Rivals and get it graded 10. Muck's such a Team Rocket Pokemon. Let's try these Poke Shuffles. He ordered 5 of them. Good luck in there. Ow. Both of those are foil. All the ones you saw pictured are supposed to be foiled. Sometimes people don't take very good pictures. 2, 3, 4, 5. Very important that people can actually see that it's rainbow. Old Maid Meowth, Taruka Dedenne. All right, bad luck in the live customs. Good luck in the Poke Shuffles. Let's find out what's going on for you here. So you got an Old Maid Meowth and a Dedenne. It might be this one. Old Maid Meowth T10, $40. So you can let me know if you're going to re-roll these. I feel like you are going to re-roll them. Where's that Dedenne? Here it is. So you're up. You're at, we're going to count this as 50. So if you re-roll this one, it goes to 40. If you re-roll this one, it goes to 35. Okay. From 50 to 40, I'm sorry, if a card is worth 50, that's the line where it's still $10. Under 50 is $5. That's a Froakie. Oh! Oh my god, I'm so dumb. I grabbed Froakie. Bear with me. I'll get the Dedenne. He's in here. He's a cutie. Grabbed Froakie. I saw that it was a Taruka, and you have to understand, here's my point of view, so that's all I can see. I thought I had him. There it is. Aha. All right, didn't register that it wasn't the Dedenne. Oh, the Dedenne's worse. He's already been re-rolled. So Dedenne's down to 35, so he's a re-roll for 30. So you can have a re-roll of 35 and 30 if you'd like. I feel like I might as well get these ready because I feel like he's definitely about to do that. Re-roll both. Okay. Can you do a Topps pack split? I certainly can, but I think we're in the middle of a Roaring Sky split. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's your 2 cards. Going back in. That's how it works, guys. It really works just like that. So you understand how your odds are just created by the price. Poor Dedenne. I bet Tammy wants the Dedenne. She thinks he's cute. All right, 35 and 30 is what, 65? I think that's 65, isn't it? 13. So you You're going from 5 to 13. You are up, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. You are up. 13 in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. This is really a job like a machine should do almost. I'm slow at it, and I can make mistakes. Here's Avery Johnson. Okay, Avery Johnson. That sounds like a Topps card. You got one card, Avery Johnson. It claims to be 75, so... Oh! That's the other shuffle. I thought that was wrong. That was a Halo card. Okay, forget about that. We didn't put those Pokemon cards into the other shuffle then, did we? Hold on, wait. Oh, no, we did. Oh, no, we have to locate them then. My bad. I grabbed the wrong box. They actually look really similar to each other. Hold on. I've always wondered if I was going to do that. So how does this work? I put a chunk back there. So let's grab this chunk. We're going to find them real fast. I think if we go backwards from here, we're going to run into them. My bad. Just a little setback. There it is. There's the Taruka. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Just 6, right? He was 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know if that's right. Okay. There we go. We've extracted them from the other shuffle. Sorry, guys. And let's go put them in the Poke Shuffle, which looks almost exactly the same. All right. Ready? Here goes. Now 13 of these. This is the last time you'll see these. You almost did well. You actually would have gotten $75 Avery Johnson in the other box. So you were on a roll over there. But let's see if you're on a roll over here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. It's so funny. I was just saying a robot should do this because I'm human and I'm going to make mistakes. So funny. I was in the middle of making a mistake when I was doing that. Duraludon pops out. That's a good start. One more, one more, one more, one more. Not one more. That's going to be a down roll. All right. He's a cool card. He's a Shinji Kanda card, but he's real cheap. We don't charge much for that one because it's just basically a common card. It's for people who really like Shinji Kanda, which I do. I like him. That's why I bothered with it. I think his artworks are really fun. They're like well known. He's got the Giratina. He's got the Magikarp. He's got an Oricorio. He's got the Politoed. No, what's his name? His name's Palpitoad or something. Here we go. So we pay attention to his artworks now. So you rolled from 65 into 30. You can re-roll that for 25. I'm always on a roll rolling a blunt. Let's see. I don't know if it has a name. I think it's Black TCC Ball. The Black TCC Ball is like the last step before you get the red and black TCC Ball. Bad lightning storm here. Power going on and off. Are we turning you into a break when you're a Pokemon card? That's right. What's happening to me? I'm turning into a Pokemon card. What is the chase card in the Poke Shuffle? It's something. I don't remember. We show off the Poke Shuffles all the time, but we're in the middle of an order right now. JK Gaming, ask again when we like have no orders in the queue. Have no orders in the queue, and then we'll show them all off. All right, so he wants a re-roll. I always have to have your verbal confirmation to re-roll. You're right. I did suspect right away you're going to re-roll it, but you always have to tell me so there's a receipt. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There we go. Otherwise, I can't do it. Okay, flipping that around. Ready? So, and this should say 25 now. And it's going to be 25. Up it goes. Yeah, he's a cheap one. He's a cute card. I mean, if you ever snipe the box for $5 and then you pulled that out, you've gone from 5 to 30. It's not bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, pretty risky. 5's pretty low. You have to get lucky here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, that sucks, man. Started out with 5 Poke Shuffles, hit a high point on the very first roll, but it was a Taruka and it was an Old Maid. but it had like a value of like 65 or something like that. Then re-rolled into Dedenne, which was about what you bought in for. You bought in for 25 and then re-rolled into nothing. Those re-rolls, they're scary. We have an order of Hathim, 7 of the Riftbound Vendetta. Yeah, we have a lot more of the Vendetta open now. I wonder if I should place an order for restock on these, because we got a lot left, but last time we couldn't keep up with Riftbound and Unleashed. Here it is. If my Charizard gets a CGC 10, you should buy it. Yeah, maybe. Did anyone go deep on the Poke Shuffle and hit after last night? I don't remember. Yeah. The Poke Shuffles are a blur for me at this point. I hardly remember anything. All I know is when I see a big chunk in the back of the box, it's time to add new slabs. And we're running out of slabs to add. We need a PSA return, BGS return, a tag return, CGC return, anything return badly. So there's going to be a point where the Poke Shuffle starts to run out of slabs, and we're going to have to get creative. Here's Nasus. We might start putting non-Pokemon cards in there. We might start putting more break spots in there. We might start putting booster packs in there. That's what we used to do in the past when the live customs would run out of stuff. Back then, we only had the live customs. Shock Blast. Here's Anubis, Curator of the Sands. Boop. Are you still waiting on CGC returns? Yeah. So our oldest CGC submission is now 2 months old. Not very old. And I'm betting it's going to be done at about 5 months. So we got 3 months to go. Damn. Oops. Here's Eye of Twilight, Shadow Dash. This guy looks kind of like from Mortal Kombat, doesn't he? He looks like that one guy. What's his name? The Freeze Ninja. There it is. He's got a cool name. And here's... Boop, boop, boop. All right. Does Dinklebot still have the Latios heart card? Whatever happened to Dinklebot, I wonder? Dinklebot's such a funny name. There it is. I can't figure out. Dinklebot was a dude, right? Dude posing as a girl. Boop. That's for you, Mr. Thim. Whatever happened to Mr. Dinklebot? All right, here we are. Oh. Oh, lovely. Cool. Did you get my Zard Gym Battle spot? I did not. I was saving that for last. My bad, dude. Good catch. I better drink some caffeine. Seems like I could use some caffeine. I got my factor meals in today. I ate one of those before we went live. They're too small. They're like $15 a meal, and it's like half a plate. They're so freaking small, but I don't know. It tasted good, at least. It tasted healthy and good, so it was kind of interesting. All right. This is the news story today, guys. So if you have not jumped into this, you are quickly running out of time. That is the Charizard Rare Candy break. One of the most important breaks on the table. Nobody cared about it when it was on this side of the list. When it was just building up, nobody cared. But now we're heading toward 36, and people care a lot. 2. All right, so Team Rocket Grunt. You know what I'm going to do one day? I'm going to implement a thing where it's cheaper at the start and more expensive near the end. We're going to do that someday. We tried that before. The tricky part was it would slow down really bad near the end. But I don't know. It seems like, I feel like people who buy into breaks early should get like a reward for it. All right. Team, maybe if you're buying in the early part of the list, you should also get like a free spot in a break or something. So Team Rocket Grunt is in there for the gym break. It's at 28 out of 36. Less than 10 spots left, everybody. Just 8 spots left. And this is half of a spot. So you can challenge him for 30 bucks to try to get a spot in there. Can you use my store credit on a spot? I certainly can. Let's go do that. So first of all, that's Ki-Hyun Rose store credit. And I wanted to... Oh, did you guys notice this So these are vintage Naruto packs, just 2 of those left. I wanted to find any outstanding cards here. So he gets a free live. Okay. What do we have here? I think we figured all this out. Find Terry Pikachu, we did that. Jacob Chickering 25. Jim Heroes, this looks like it was a pack split. I don't know if these got spent. We did this already. There should have been a card that tells me to get someone's Pokemon. So you spent that $1, and then I don't see it. Here's your store credit. I'm supposed to get someone's card that he sold back to me. I don't remember whose card it was now. I should have told Alexis to get it right away. Let's go looking for that. Ah, it's this, isn't it? David Morey's Lord of the Rings slab is now mine. It's that one. So it was a David Morey's trade. Good thing I found it. Okay. That could be one that you could forget pretty easily. So your card will go down to 154. Is that right? Oh, for a whole spot. Okay. 124.5. You're in. Okay. You are in, mister. Put that back in here. And I need to retrieve this card. I think I might text that to Alexis. David Morris has, shouldn't use has a Lord of the Rings tag 10 slab. He sold it to me. Please set it aside for me. All right, so I'm going to tell her to do that just in case, so she doesn't accidentally ship it, because I don't remember if he's ordered shipping on that one. Oh, we also do have another jumbo pack break here, guys. It's a lovely big jumbo pack break. Lots of cards in there. Let's go grab this spot now for Sean Gallagher. Hey, what's up, Sean? Okay, so this rare candy is a big deal. Just one person pulls Charizard, but it's like the equivalent of what? Opening maybe like 2 to 3 packs of 151 and trying for the Charizard in 2 to 3 packs, except this one's already graded. Pretty incredible. It is now 29 out of 36. This could go off today. It could go off today for sure. That's running out of time. You're balanced and holding steady. What is this ad, dude? I get so many ads in my email. It's so annoying. What's up, chat and Mr. Hey, what's up, Rain, Brian? Here's Ryan Trejo. He says 20 Poke Shuffles. Really? From 5 minutes ago. Let me check the website. Make sure that there's nobody on the website waiting, because they got to go as well. Yeah, so technically this order right here is older than yours. It's Kyle Burns, and he wants 5 packs of the Ascended Heroes. All right, Kyle Burns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boop, 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 boop. 5 packs. I also have a Square Enix test console where they tested Square Enix games on it. But there it is. Good. Snipping this. Could you tell me how much I owe you to ship my slabs home to me? And how many slabs do you have for me? Hopefully they all come back from grading. Trevor Carpenter. Well, if you still have cards that need to be graded, you can look this up. It's public information, so it's in our Discord server. Are you in there? Are you in the Discord server? If you're in there, you can look it up. It's public. If you're not in there, here's the QR code. So you can just scan this, and it'll take you into the Discord server. If you don't have a Discord account, just go ahead and make one. It just requires your email. It's in our public channels called PSA submission, tag submission, and then there's a return channel. And all you got to do is see which submission was I in, and then go to the returns channel and see if that submission came back. So that's how you do it. You look up which submission you were in, and then you check, you cross-reference the returns channel, and you say, did that one come back? If it's back, you're going to be able to tell because there's like an ID code, and it'll be posted in the returns channel. Okay. Are you international? Let me ask you that question. I'm trying to remember you. I think you were international, right? Is that the deal? If you're international, we can start to weigh your stuff and find out how much it costs to return it all. You got a box, don't you? Yeah, you got a box. So if you're international, it costs a lot to ship your stuff out. If you're in the United States, it's just $9 to ship everything, no matter what you got. We got Poopachu, United States. Oh, you're good. So you could just send me $9 right now, and we can get you all sorted out. We'll ship all your ungraded cards. You got 2 boxes. You got an ETB double box, basically, a top and a bottom. And then whatever slabs you do have over here, we'll wrap them up and get them shipped out as well. And then if you, if you need to look up and see if your cards are returned, you can do that in Discord. Here's Medicam. And here's Ascended Heroes. Mega Frostlass. I'm going to send the money. Sounds good. Wow, look at all that. Mr. Kyle. You picked up Mega Frostlass, MA, and a Medicam. This was a good round. All right, let's grab your bag. You're in this box, right? Here it is. Oof, I have like a stomach ache. Ooh, maybe it's from that food I just ate. My stomach's like, what the hell is this? I took my Wegovy shot last night. No headache so far today. It's kind of nice. What's up, dude? Hey, what's up, Russ? Okay, so here's Ryan Trejo, 20 Poke Shuffles. Let's rotate this a little bit. We got a nice Gundam 1989 vintage Gundam card. Here's a Mario for $280, the Ace of Spades Mario. Damn, that's cool. Here's a Mario in a boot for $200, a little cheaper. The Ace of Spades is especially expensive. Here's the King of Spades. And here's the Mega Tyranitar break, which takes forever. And this is my beautiful Gengar that I just purchased. I paid $1,300 for him, if you would like to know. So he gets put into my collection. All right, 20 Poke Shuffles, Mr. Ryan. Mr. Team Rocket Grunt is watching with great anticipation. He wants to see what you get. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Those are your bonus pulls. You get some bonus pulls when you go that deep. All right, here goes. Whoop, boop, 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 boop. Old Maid Meowth. Boop, 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 boop. Wow. So there must be 2 Old Maid Meowths then in the whole box. Wow, this guy got very unlucky on this very large roll. Let's see what the next card would have been. Just must have been a cold streak in the box. Look at that. There we go. Old Maid Jigglypuff. So you were close to another Old Maid card. It would have been Old Maid Jigglypuff. All right, I'm going to put this back here. Let's go grab that Meowth. That's rough, dude. All right, let's grab this. Team Rocket Grunt is licking his lips right now. He's going, ooh, did he just pull some cold ones out of there? So here's a Tag 10 Meowth. Were there 2 of them? Is that why we were able to pull that card so quickly? Oh, there were 2 of them. So you're going to get the second one then. And so the reroll value on this one will be 50. He just rerolled this one. So he rolled this one down to 35. And I guess they were different prices too. Weird. I assume I put this one in at 50. All right. So you had the exact same luck as last time. What you really had going on here is you seem to have swept some cold ones. And then also you went through the whole portion of at one hit. Not exactly a snipe. They are hot. Bye, 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 bye. Re-roll. He's going for the re-roll on this. Okay, let's do it. So this card will drop down to 40. Okay. 2 unlucky rounds in there. Yeah, you're going to trigger some buy-in by Mr. Team Rocket Grunt probably, man. He got to be like, oh. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're hot. They're loaded. All right, that goes back. I think I did that right. And then we'll put this up here. The $40 reroll. So that nets you 8 new spots. What you need is like a double hit to come out, because you need this to jump up to $100. 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8's still pretty serious in the box, but you know it's possible to miss. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You gotta be kidding. Didn't you pull that Jigglypuff earlier, or did someone else did? Jigglypuff 9 popping out. All right, that one's a tough pull too. Let's grab this. The hits are hiding. By the way, here's how many slabs are in the box, just so you know. Plenty of slabs. So it's not short on slabs. You're just getting unlucky rolls. I thought this card got pulled earlier, or maybe I'm remembering it wrong. Here it is. So that is a $25 Jigglypuff. Keep or re-roll. Is. Damn, dude. Show the cards to tease, mister. All right. Shuffle. She shuffle on my pokey. 2 Meowths in there. Froakie. Mega Haircross in there. There's that Nidorina. She got re-rolled. You guys have been doing a lot of re-rolls lately. I think it's because you're all waiting for like a big Charizard to pop out, but this is nice. Paldean and Wooper. The thing is, we're running out of slabs to put in here. That is the truth. So it's like, when you pull something, it might be worth holding on to. This one's kind of nice. Well, look, back here, this one says it's a hit. Okay, that's a pristine 10 Regirock from Glory of Team Rocket. You know, so the box is running out of slab variety because I don't have any more slabs. They're selling out. What I can do, I can start to put in non-Pokemon cards in there that are kind of nice. Reroll, we pray. All right, let's get the reroll in. His roll with the Meowth, it was unlucky though, because he went in for 20 spots and pulled out a 10 spot card. So that was just bad luck. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Jigglypuff going back in. Jigglypuff, maybe he'll be stuck in there forever. Okay. Poor Jigglypuff. People don't accept 9s in the box. They just go, that's a reroll. Ready? 1, 2, 3. We're going to say 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got a 4 reroll this time. Snipe, 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 snipe. Oh, it's so painful. It's not a snipe at all. Oh, man. I'm going to give you some free ones, man. You had this happen the other night. He needs a free one for sure. So, first of all, you go into this giveaway because you're using ZELLE. So you're going in there, Ryan. You're number 7, Ryan Trejo. So you earned this. You just get this because you get this. And that's for anyone using ZELLE. If you don't have ZELLE, go get it. If you need a different bank, go get a different bank. Think about it. You know, Team Rocket Grunt, if you're using ZELLE this whole time, you'd have like 100 spots in those giveaways. So you'll be picking up a bonus slab here and there. All right, we're putting you on the free slab automatically. You're going to get a spot in the second chance bounty. To get a spot in the second chance bounty, you have to have a bad $100 loss, basically. There's no way to buy into this. You can only get in here with bad luck. All right, there we go. So you're taking another spot in there. At the end of the month, there'll be a $100 slab giveaway, and the person who gets it is somebody in the second chance bounty. Now, those weren't the free ones. This is going to be the free one. We'll get you some of these cute little poker cards. How about that? 1, 2, 3. Oshawott, real good. Just grade him. He's going to grade 10. The odds of that grading 10 are really high. Grade him 10 and then try to sell him for 100. Try to sell him for $100, which just fell down. Oh, there's... Okay, let's see. You can have one of these, okay? You can have one of my cute little from earlier today. I'm gonna give you one of those for free, all right? So that's a pretty good Topps card. I don't know if it'll grade 10. That's unknown. If it did grade 10, it could be worth like $100 as well. So you just got to do the work of getting those graded. And that could take months for it to come back, and obviously the grading's not free. But one day they come back, and if they're both 10s, you're just fine, okay? So there you go, a little bonus because you had a rough round there and you had a rough round last night. I should be using Zelle. I forgot about it. Yeah, so we learned that Zelle, which is a bank-to-bank transfer using an app called Zelle. Zelle's an app. Here's the deal. The banks created Zelle. They own it. It's owned by the banks. It's like a network of banks use it. Not all the banks use it. If you have like a local bank, they're not probably going to use it. The big banks all use it. They don't like PayPal because PayPal charges the banks a fee to transact with PayPal. So they said, we got to get our own app so that we don't have to do PayPal. So that's Zelle. And when you use Zelle, there's no fee for the merchant. So it just saves a ton of money. It's like 3.5% or 3%. It floats around there. And it's just so much saved money that we do a little cash back bonus when you're using it. The cash back bonus is I take like a slab like this one and I give it out to the people using Zelle. And so that's how it works, okay? And I try to tell you guys about it because it's that good. It's that good that we can save enough money to just hand a free slab out from the people using it. Why not? I mean, like it's a good deal for you. It's a good deal for me. My customers get more value. I'll send another 100 on fire if you keep up with the hospitality. Yeah. Excuse me. Always fun. By the way, do you have those black Naruto packs? I do. Here they are. So these Naruto packs, these are really exclusive. I don't think other YouTuber or other rip and shippers have it. I've got it. I stocked up on it. And these are pretty rare. They're English Tops Naruto packs. And you can pull one of ones out of here pretty fast because they didn't print a lot of them. But even if you don't pull one of ones, you get 5 of 5s, 10 of 10s, 25 of 25s. We also have these 2 packs. These are 40 a piece. These are from, as you can see, they're printed by Bandai Namco, and they're basically vintage. I think they're from 2013, which was about 13 years ago. So these are really old. There it is, Bandai Namco. So this is called Foretold Prophecy and Broken Promise. Now, we know Naruto's coming out soon. It's going to be a brand new set, but this is old, out of print. This is not old. This is from 2025. It was like a short print run of Topps Naruto. It's a short print run. That's what that was. They did not make a lot of this. It was really obvious because the numbers don't go higher than 25. So that's a clear sign it's a short print run. Very cool stuff. You should have seen how much of that we sold. We sold so much of it. Now, we better put a new card in that Poke Shuffle. I'm telling you, we're running out, guys. You're just going to get weird cards out of the Poke Shuffle increasingly because, now look at this rainbow, $100. I mean, the thing is, what else can I put in there? Like, look, I don't want to put this Bellsprout 9 for $80 in there, but it really is a pricey one. This Staff Inteleon's kind of cool. That's a Staff Inteleon for only $90. Let's get that in there. Did you take the live break spots out of the Poke Shuffle? Live break spots. I don't think I did. What do you mean by live break spots? I don't think I removed anything from the Poke Shuffle. So whatever you're referring to, it's very likely in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. All right, in he goes. Inteleon for 90. Inteleon Staff. Little fireworks around him because he's pricey. Now, if this staff card graded 10, he will probably cost around $300. As a 9, he's $90. It's a lovely card. It's one of those cards that's actually pretty rare. They don't print a lot of staff cards. Next up, we have Javier. He says, 1 live custom and a Zard gym break. Oh, it's going off. That 151 Zard's so close now, guys. 1, 2, 3. We want 10s. We want 10s. Yeah, here we are. I got the spot, TRG. 1 cold one. All right. Live customs probably need a new slab too. Same deal on the live customs. I am slowly running out of slabs to put in there. I don't know what to do. Here's an idea. I could put in like a raw card along with grading. You know, middleman grading. So you pull the raw card out and it gets graded too. That'd be cool. So we got to get creative at some point if the boxes start to really run out of cards. So the Zard, you ready? Here goes. TRG. I got all this free golf by trading a 9. Free golf. I was listening to doctors talk about how people who live near golf courses develop Parkinson's disease. That's really sad, because they put all the pesticides and bug killer into the ground, and that soaks into the water, and then we drink that water. You know, if that's true for just the golfing course, what else is that true for? So it's weird. You gotta get like a reverse osmosis water filter these days, guys. Purify your water. All right, here goes. So Team Rocket Grunt is 4 and 2. Javier is 2 and 3. Either Team Rocket Grunt's going to get closer to break even, or Javier is going to go deeper negative. All right, you ready? Oh, he's got a good start. Fire Energy's good. You've got the cereal bowl head deer. 140 is not bad. And it still beats Swablu at 70 HP. Round 1, Javier. Round 2, another energy. Wow. Ooh, but it's not going to be Skeledirge. The only way to beat Skeledirge is switch, computer search, Ditto, and Skeledirge. So he's got 4 cards he needs to pull. Gyarados. It's over. It goes to Javier this time. Congratulations, Javier. All right. So at the end of the match, you still get a card, Team Rocket Grunt. Your card is going to be this guy right here. You just pulled this. Congratulations. Each person is supposed to get a card. I think it's got to work that way. All right. And then Javier, you got a thing too. There it is. So you guys are both closer to 50-50 now. It's kind of interesting the way that kind of works out over time. Some people go really negative, though. We've seen that. Like 6 actually went pretty negative last time. Poor 6. I'm putting her in the giveaways until she comes back. We got to get 6 back to everybody. Here it is. Uh-oh. There are now 6 spots left on the 151 Zard. We're getting very close, everybody. 30 out of 36. Look how much attention is on the Charizard now. Now that he's close, people get really excited. And I feel like there should be a cost to that. Like he should be like $62 or something at this point. And the early guys should get it for 58. That's how it should work. It should work that way because, you know, these early guys, they have to wait so long. And then everyone, once it's at the end, they go, oh, now I want it. But that's very typical. That's how all the breaks kind of work. But I'm just saying, like, those early guys, maybe they deserve, like, a credit for being the ones to go in there early, you know? For being the ones to sort of fill it up and wait a long time to see the results. Like, you're reserving a spot that's going to take, like, a month to go off. And that's, like, the opposite of, like, instant gratification. Maybe there should be, like, a reward for that. I think there should be. Here's a Them. 7 more of the Riftbound Vendetta. We'll think of something. Maybe instead of just raising the price for this guy at the end, it should be more like just cheaper in the beginning, you know? Simple. So it's like a bonus in the beginning. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Because there's obviously interest in 151 Charizard. It's just that nobody wants to wait that long. Aloha, mister. Did anyone ever join on the Waifu? I've been showing it off, but so far we can't get one more person there. We need one more person over here. Did you guys catch this? This is Chainsaw Man's signature, Devil Hunter Kishibe, or Kishibe. I don't know how to say his name. Beatrice is in there, and she's waiting for somebody to join for 40 bucks. That's for the signature. It's still there. It's still going. I'll just give it to you for 40 bucks. Ultimately, you can play against me if no one ever joins. I stay out of the breaks, but that is actually an option to play against the host eventually. It takes too long. It hasn't been that long. It's been a couple days, I think, like 2 or 3. Probably like 3. All right, here we go. Poker deck and live customs would be awesome. That'll never happen. It wouldn't fit. It wouldn't fit. They're too expensive. Poker decks are insanely expensive. What, the good ones anyways, are insanely expensive. But I'm never going to sell poker decks that way. It just doesn't make any sense. Here's Ari. Ooh, look at this Ari, man. Holy moly. Holy mommy, what the hell? All right. Ari, inquisitive. Here's some hollows. As long as I know it hasn't gone off yet, since my battle card is still in there in case I join other breaks. Oh, okay, no problem, yeah. Well, we won't forget about it because we know you're in that one, and you can go into other ones too. All right, let's see. Yeah, you're not stuck in there. You can jump around. We just have to return you to this one when you're done. Helm of Suppression. Okay. Here's this guy called Jace. What? We got Jace. Silly Jace. And here's Master of Shadows. Let me grab this. That's what I thought. Make sure we don't miss any hollows here. This man's got to get all his hollows. Those are the rules. Okay, good. Any Pal World opening? As I mentioned, we actually got Pal World on time, but it turned out I had the error misprint boxes, and I was warned not to open them and to just save them. So I placed a second order for Pal World, and that order is on the way. It didn't arrive today, but it could be like tomorrow. And then as soon as it arrives, I'd be happy to start opening it with you guys. What do you guys think of Pal World? Is it doing well? Does anyone here actually want to open Pal World? I think it's jumping in price at the very least. So it's kind of like, that's what MetaZoo did. MetaZoo jumped, and look at it now. It's not doing as well now. So it's kind of an interesting subject. Now, I talked to people about the difference between MetaZoo and Pal World. The difference is Pal World actually has a successful viral video game. MetaZoo was just a made-up brand, made up out of nowhere, and it didn't have any supporting media to go along with it. But yeah, Pal World's an actual video game that people played. So those cards might actually retain some value over time. We are. The card game reinforces the value of the game, and the game reinforces the value of the cards. So that's why Pokemon's been so powerful. Next up, who's got... we got to go by oldest order, okay? Let's see who has the oldest one. So here we have Mr. Shahir, and he says 10 Poke Shuffles. So he has to go first. Here goes 10 Poke Shuffles. Ready? Take his chunk to the back. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Your bonus card. All right. 1, 2. Gengar T9. Regirock B10. Crazy. All right. So the next round was a snipe. Of course, when you think about it, his the fact that he pulled some cold ones out of there didn't really change or affect Shahir's turn, because that would have affected the back of the box, and we haven't reached the back of the box yet. So Gengar T9 and Regirock, that was just a good spot later on in the box. Meaning, you know, the next person was going to get lucky no matter what happened with the previous round. All right, let's see. Gengar T9 Regirock. There's the Regirock. And let's see. That is unfortunate, though. I wish you had pulled this because you went so deep. Let's see. Although I can't feel bad for Mr. Shahir. He's done good. Good job. Everyone hopes to have some luck. We are. All right, you're at 130. You went in for 50. You've pulled 130. Now you have the Regirock and the Gengar. My question for you is, would you like to keep them or re-roll them? This is actually a pretty decent price on a 9 for this because, as you know, the PSA 10 of this card is like $350. So the 9 being $30, it's actually a good chance it's underpriced, but I don't know if it is. I don't know how we came up with 30. That might be the correct price, but that's pretty low when the 10 sells for so damn much. Unlucky. I'm cooked. Well, the next round might also be another hot part in the box. The box hasn't really rotated all the way around yet. Mister, please spare me and give me 4 life customs. Now, I can't do that, okay? That's against the rules, very strict rules. So the way it works, if you see a cold round come out of something you bought into, we have very long-standing rules from year 1 that you can't get out of the queue. You're locked in. Give Gengar to the guy who went deep. I'll keep the Regirock. Look at that. He's going to give you a little bonus. Oh, so nice, dude. All right. So that would be Ryan Trejo. You just got a gift. We're going to say from Shahir. All right, so you just got a nice gift. How about that, man? Yeah, I know. It's funny. Your idea is not a new idea. A lot of people came to the same conclusion. Like, wait a second, that thing is cold now, and you haven't pulled mine yet. And so your idea is a very common idea. So we had to make a rule for that a long time. 7 years ago, we came up with that rule. No swapping out if a cold round comes out. So we got to keep you in there. But by the way, your next pull should not be affected by his hot pull. What you know is the Regirock is out of the box now, right? But the next round in the box is just a new spot in the box. No one's been to it yet. So you might do just fine. So I wouldn't worry about it too much. It's more like when the box is completely rotated. That's when you got to start thinking about it. About how the box has been updated. The box has had some changes. Of course, the only change that has occurred is the back of the box maybe is hot. You know what I'm saying? Because it would be missing all those pulls. So Shahir donated $30. You're going on the donation list. Nice. And why don't we take a moment and try to get a $100 card into that box again. I try to maintain some big pulls in there. We might have to get creative with our pulls here because we're just out of stuff. We're out of stuff. We did just put that $90 card in. Let's get this semi-pour master ball in there. We got to have anything in there. We got to have anything. All right. Now, this will be a full 20 spots in a row. That's how, you know, a cold round comes out, is when you don't hit him, but you pull the cold runs around him. That's how that happens. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Just 20 little cards. Simipour going in. He's Master Ball Simipour. I'm not a big fan of Simipour, but I graded him anyways because he's part of the Pokemon Black, Pokemon White collection. And, you know, there's going to be people out there finishing the Master Ball collection, and here's a nice 10. So he has a value to somebody. Somebody who wants to get all the Master Balls together. And then there might be some people who really like Simipour. Not me, because I didn't play Black and White. But what you'll notice with this card, it's actually English. So we're not even talking Japanese here. This was a very lucky grade. Look at that. Tag's really hardcore. They do not let anything through that isn't actually a 10. So that's, I think, one of the reasons why they're doing so well as a company. They're really strict about their 10s. So that's 2 new hits in the box, Simipour and Staff and Teleon. All right, congratulations. Again, oldest orders first. Now the funny part, the hilarious part, is right after his turn is Ryan Trejo, who ordered 20 last Poke Shuffles. Wow. All right, good luck in there. Yeah, he ordered just before you because he had the same idea that, hey, maybe the next spot in the box is hot or something. I don't know. 1, 2, 3 to the back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. There you go. 2 bonus spots. What's up, Musabot? Wow, Musabot does a lot of gifts. That's some hardcore gift giving. Cold, 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 ho-oh, cold. Wow, another one of these rough-looking rounds. Let's see that ho-oh. Wow, that's crazy. What do you think of that, Shahir? This guy just went in for 20 spots. You went in for 10, and he went in for 20, and you got the luckier round, I think. That's like cursed or something. Let's see. Holy Jesus, dude. I don't know what's going on. So at least it's a 10 this time, but let's see. Oh my God, that's terrible. He's technically $35 of value. So you've gone from 100 to 35, but he's been re-rolled so many times, I can only allow a $15 re-roll on him. Let's take a look at what he is. This is Classic Collection Ho-Oh 10. You remember the Classic Collection? So this is from it's like a promo almost. Dang, Musa, let's go. Oh, man, that's been rough. Well, I know what I'm not touching. Time to go back to the gym breaks. Oh, man, it's crazy, isn't it? Look, Team Rocket Grunt had pulled that before, apparently. Look, TRG's initials on the back. What are you thinking on this one? Reroll for 15 or keep for 35? That card has been around the block. Yeah, that card keeps getting rerolled. It's a nice 10. I mean, it's not a terrible card, but people don't want it. They want Charizard. You got a tough decision to make, Mr. Ryan Trejo. If you keep it, you probably lock in about $35. If you re-roll it for 15, you might get a Hail Mary snipe, but probably not. I think it's worth the Keep Classic collection. Someone's going to want to have the whole collection in a 10. Yeah, he's an unusual EX because he comes from the Classic collection, but he's just not an expensive card. He's just an EX. But I see what he's saying. Tough call, man. Up to you. I'll let you think about it. I'll keep it. Okay, that's probably the smarter move, just because if you resell it for 35, you get more back. We gotta get rid of this sleeve. That's tough. We'll get you another spot on the second chance. There we go. Gotta stop the degen. You know, the funny part is, Mr. Ryan, sometimes people who keep opening up a particular thing are people who are hurt the most by it. So it's like, let's say you get your ass kicked by Prismatic or something, right? Let's say you get your ass kicked by Prismatic. Well, that doesn't necessarily stop you from buying more Prismatic. You go back in because you're like, well, there's got to be a hit somewhere. Almost like a challenge in a video game that you don't want to give up on. All right, so there you are. But these are actually way more generous than Prismatic. The Poke Shuffles are just based off of the cost of the card. So like this guy would go in for 20 spots. You just happen to be pulling the first 19 spots. You're not pulling the last one. Some other guy does, and then he gets a really good deal. So, okay, so we're not done. You get another second chance spot. Second chance spots really are valuable. You really might pull another slab out of there. Okay, Mr. Is Alexis coming in? Yes, she is. And I have to get some work done. I have to get some labels printed for our friend, Mr. Sven Jansen. We have to get 2 labels made for him. Yeah, she's coming in for sure. Seems like me and Musa are battling at the end of the month. So far, you'd be surprised how many people enter that bag by the end. So I'm going to do one more generosity for you. What do we have in here? Do we have anything interesting? We got some cute cards in here, huh? I was thinking about putting this in the PokeBruhs. Look, he's really off center. What do you guys think of the PokeBruhs? Do you want them to be like cards that... do you want the PokeBruhs to be like cards that can always grade 10 maybe, or cards that can't grade 10? Like what do you want? Here's some Sonics. All right, a little bonus cards for you there, just a little bit of fun. I build the PokeBruhs out of stuff like that, you know, out of just random, like this could be a PokeBruh right here. They get built out of random cards. You're going to have a whole bag of giveaways. All right. A little bit of bonus to help the pain. Think of it as painkiller. We should call them painkillers. All right. Andrew Martin's next. He says, Zard Break Battle Spot. Whoa. It's close. Gym Break. Andrew Martin. Oh, sorry. I was, look at that. I wrote your name on 1 and 2. My brain was thinking about how interesting it is that there's 36 spots in here, kind of like a regular booster box. And it was thinking about, what if we changed the name to something else instead of Rare Candy? What if we changed it to like a TCC box or something? Or that's kind of a boring name, though. All right, so I was trying to think of a better name than that. Potential 10 PokeBruhs would be appealing. Well, the ones in there right now do have potential 10s in them. That's the whole point of them. That's how we picked them. Some of them can't grade 10, some of them can. And I know that as a fact. I know that I pull from a mixed place. So we pull from all kinds of locations, sometimes abandoned bags, and sometimes product that I know actually has a good shot at a 10. So I do that intentionally because I don't want you guys to strictly get like leftover cards. Here's Kyle Burns. He says 5 Ascended Heroes, 10 Storm Emeralda. 5 Ascended Heroes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, there's 5 of those. And 10 of the Storm Emeraldas. So we're going to get a new box of the Storm Emeraldas open. And Kyle Burns is over here on the Poke Shuffles. Very nice. Or not the Poke Shuffles, over here on the ZELLE. That's what I meant to say. Yeah, ZELLE's good. Snipping that. All right. I'll send for shipping right now. Ooh, huge shipping for Mr. Thin. That's a big one. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, let's take the rest out, put it back in my baggie. So this is a pretty big opening. Kyle Burns is going real deep. All right, Kyle, get you some luck today. Good, good. How about that Gold Star Charizard selling for $296,000 last night? New record price on this card right here. I bought him back in the day for $21,000 at a time period where it was not clear he was worth that. I bought it back then, and that was considered kind of cuckoo. This guy's cuckoo. There are. Very, very nice. Snipping on this. So that was a long time ago. $296 now. Pretty wild. All right. I should just sell all my gold stars and move into a new home. Biggest mistake of my life. Imagine the gold stars all went to $1 million and I'm sitting in some derpy home that went up by like 4% in the same time period. That would suck. I'd be like, damn, all I had to do was not that. Here's Vezandipity. I bet you I'd start to hate that house a lot. I'd be like, why do I even live here? This place is boring. That's what I do. I'd be like, I don't even like this house. And then I'd be like, I should have just kept those cards. There we go. Here's Pikachu. Pikachu. You're so rich, bro. Hey, everyone, what's up, all? I'm very happy about it. I got very lucky in life, so that was very lucky that all worked out. And I don't know, I'm not like rich. I think some of these guys who are buying the cards are rich. I bet you they got like daddies with multi-millions of dollars. Like the guy who bought that trophy Pikachu, the illustrator, 16 million. That was Scaramucci's kid. So some of these guys are loaded. I'm not loaded. I came from super duper crazy poverty. And I just bought these cards when they were cheap, and now I'm lucky. And for now, because the market can reverse somewhat, right? So it's possible a lot of it crashes one day. Here's Kyogre. Here's, ooh, I love this Rayquaza EX. I don't know why. He just looks really good. Here's a cold one. Mister, I know how hard you worked. Yeah, I'm scared to be seen as just sort of this spoiled rich kid, but that is just so far from the truth. I definitely came from nothing. Here's Azuril. Very nice. Here's Rayquaza. Ooh, Masquerade. All right, very nice. And 2 more packs. We got a cold one and a cold one. So you did not snipe an SIR out of that round. This stuff ain't crashing. Do you think? I hope not. I hope not, because I think a lot of people look at it very speculatively, because it is, after all, just kids' cardboard. You know, sometimes you sit down and you think about it and you're like, maybe I should sell that card. I mean, it's just a card. But I don't know. You look at like the baseball cards and all that, and those hold like a crazy high value. And then you think it's like, nah, these are going to the moon. This is what people want to do once they're actually rich. That was one of my things that I would say. What do people do when they've already won the stock market, when they've already got millions of dollars? What do they want to do when they already have millions or billions, or they've already got their home paid off and, you know, they just inherited? What do they want to actually buy with the lottery money? You've already got the stocks. You're already set. You don't need any more stocks. You don't need any more crypto. Now it's just, okay, I got to spend this money. Well, what are they going to spend it on? It's going to be Pokemon. It's going to be Pokemon. It's going to be collectibles in general. Right, like I actually collect some bubblegum Mickey Mouse cards, and those are doing numbers right now, not just Pokemon. So it's going to be collectibles in general. Dragon Ball, Final Fantasy, I think, is nice. Magic. And so, or maybe you got, like, here's a Mario brand. This was printed by the Nintendo company, and it's a Mario brand card. So, you know, I think these kind of things are going to go up over time. Just because it's what people want to do. They want to do that with their money. I came from nothing, too. That's why I support you. Oh, that's really nice, man. Here's Nathan Gordon. Charizard breaks battle spot. All right. Oh, right here. Wait. Andrew Martin bought a spot. Where did I put it? I put it into the goddamn bag. Here we are. All right, it's going to go into the bag in a second here, but not yet. Here we are. I think a lot of people do. I think being successful is pretty rare. And it usually means you played the game really hard, you did something crazy. All right, Nathan Gordon. Yeah, I was probably talking a little autistically the other day when I was talking about how hard I want to be on my kids. If I eventually have kids, I need to have them. But, you know, that comes from, like, sort of this past where I know how hard it is to actually succeed. And I know it's going to take a lot of sacrifice. And I want kids that do that, too. I don't want to be the only one who does it. I don't want to, like, do it, earn a bunch of money. Okay, I got lucky on Charizard. And I don't want to just pass that on to some spoiled-ass kids who just kind of become lazy. That scares me a lot. Keeps me up at night. I don't want them to be like, I'm going to sell daddy's Charizard when he dies. And then they're just like some, like, drug addicted, like, losers or something. You know, you know what I mean? Like, they're just, like, smoking cocaine off of hookers' asses and then squandering the money. I've seen that in real life. I've seen squandering in real life. I've met somebody who squandered their wealth, and I know how devastating it is. It's absolutely devastating. So I'm scared of it. All right, here goes. Nathan. Raticate and Jolteon. Round 1, Nathan. Okay, round 2. Switch. Switch is a powerful trainer. Squovit, you might not even need the switch. Skeledirge, no switch needed. All right, round 2, going over to Andrew. You guys are tied now. Round 3. Ooh, it's hard to beat Garchomp. So you need computer search or Ditto or the other Skeledirge. Here goes. No! Elekid's the weakest Pokemon in the deck. Andrew Martin gets the round. Sorry, Mr. Nathan. Nathan's had a little bit of bad luck. Sorry, Nathan. Okay. That's a 3. You get a card, Mr. Nathan. Here's your card. So that's your Pokemon card that you've pulled out of the gym break. And we're going to put these 2 cards away. Wait, did we mark? We didn't mark Andrew up by 1, did we? We got Mark Andrew up by 1. There you go, Andrew. You're slightly ahead now from where you used to be. And now this goes in here. It's 31 out of 36. Whoa. This is almost done. 31 out of 36. That Charizard's got 5 spots left. He could end tonight. He could end tomorrow morning. He does not have a lot of time left for sure. We have a Team Rocket Grunt. Let me get the break special. 1 live and 1 Zard gym spot. Well, all you guys want are the gym spots. You know, you could just buy a spot in the Charizard. No one makes you take a break spot. It's kind of interesting. The gym breaks are becoming every other order, so I got to think about that. I don't know if I intended them for them to be that popular, but yeah, they're really popular for that. Here's 1 live. Oh, there you go. All right, look away, Mr. Trejo. Don't watch. You're not going to want to see this. What is it? Moltres Pristine 10. That sounds good. Galarian Moltres Pristine 10. What could that be? I don't even remember. A Pristine 10. Is that going to be a Beckett or is it a CGC? Oh, it's a Tag Pristine. Well, these are really interesting. So a lot of people are very unfamiliar with Tag Pristine, so I feel like they don't know how to value them. But let me tell you something. I graded thousands of cards with Tag. You could submit like 150 cards, and not even one of them would get the Pristine. So this Pristine is really freaking hard to get. It's about as difficult to get as a Beckett Pristine. So this is a very good card, Mr. Team Rocket Grunt. Now the question is, would you like to keep it for 200 or would you like to re-roll it for I guess it re-rolls for 150 because 200's the last point where you drop by 50. So the re-roll would be 150. When you go live again? Well, whoa, it's 6 p.m. already. Jesus, man. Well, we're supposed to be live here for about 2.5 hours. So we're not done with this stream, but we go live late at night as well. Real late, like overnight. So if you're in Hawaii or California, it's not too bad. But if you're in New York, it's really late at night. Place into consign. All right, we're going to consign this one. So this is a pretty cool card, guys. Again, pristine. Very hard to get that grade. Very, very rare grade. One spot in the Zard gym break. Okay. So it's a $30 gym break with the 1 and 2 odds. You don't have to do that. You know, you guys can just buy you guys apparently really like 50% odds, but you can just buy a spot in here, you know that. So we're at 31 out of 36. 5 spots remain, and actually this is a half spot, so it's more like 4 spots remain. Team Rocky Grunt. I'm interested in buying back some of my... am I interested in buying back some of the slabs? Excuse me. So it says you've got a Sandshrew Tag 10, a Snorlax VMAX for 225, a Geodude Pristine, and a Sleepy Zard. I might be interested in those. You could send me like, you know, like a Discord message talking about what price you'd like those around. Man, I need to call PayPal on that. One guy, I forgot about this. I'm supposed to get that done in the early morning. I'll have to do that tomorrow. So, yeah, I got to work on those PayPal, the credit card guy. All right, let me know if you're interested. I might be interested in some of those. What I can tell you is I need all my cash for the next few days. Hathim, 5 Final Fantasy Legacy Collection and shipping. Please keep Gengar Alt, Pikachu Alt, Mewtwo Alt, 2 non-holo Pikachu from Crimson Invasion for future grading. All right, so you're going to leave some cards behind for grading. We can do that for you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There it is. With the pristine tag slab, wish the pristine tag slab was a little different than their standard. Hard to differentiate. You know what's weird? That's exactly what I don't like about CGC. I wish CGC had just kept everything the same label. I don't like that they created like, you know, like a 2-tier label system where it's like, you better have that golden label because if you don't, everything beneath it sucks. Yeah, you know, PSA does it that way. Look, PSA, the 10 and the 9 look the same, don't they? They didn't have to do that. They could have given a special label to the 10, but they didn't. I'm a fan of that, and I think other people are too. They're the industry leader. So I'm okay that they did that with their pristines. Onion Knight. All right, we got a little Onion Knight here. Here's Tyro. Ooh, a little Tyro. Here's Garuda. A little Garuda. Okay. You really going to do this to me? Wow, mister. You really going to do this to me? What? Do what? Here's Melusine. Okay. And... oh, holographic lightning. That's nice. Okay, let's just check for any clouds or Tifos or lightnings in here. That Xenos looks cool as hell. He's from an older, expensive set, too. Is this Yuna any good? I don't know if Yuna's any good. All right, so just grab you a couple bonus comments there. With the live customs? Oh, because Team Rocket Grunt got it first or something? Yeah, he buys them a lot, though. You got to realize that. I've seen Team Rocket Grunt take some huge losses, so he's not unfamiliar with the losses. That guy's, he's missed a lot. He could tell you. All right, you want me to keep Gengar Alt, Pikachu Alt, Mewtwo Alt? Well, I know what that was. That was the, that was your big God pack, wasn't it? Which would be back here. Now we're grading with CGC. We're grading with CGC. I mean, Beckett's closed now, isn't it? They're going to open back up in like September or something. Okay. Gengar, Pikachu, Mewtwo. That reminds me, remember that guy who, was it on Whatnot or something like that? Didn't he like pull like a Gengar for somebody and then he's like, you know what, I'm going to keep that Gengar. Oh, I didn't mean to sell that to you. He says something like that. What was that? Do you guys remember that story? Pikachu. He said, well, I wasn't even intending to sell that one to you. So I tell you what, the guy pulled like a God pack, right? His customer pulled a God pack. And this salty Whatnot seller, he was so like greedy that he was like, well, I'm gonna need to keep that. I'm gonna need to keep the top pull out of there. Was it Umbreon though? Yeah, I saw that video. Here we are. He messaged him in private messages saying, I'm gonna need to keep that top pull you got. It's so disgusting. Wait, Beckett is closed now too. He told him he will take Gengar, then he can have the rest of the cards from the God pack. Yeah, and what was his excuse? Like he undersold it, or he wasn't supposed to sell it, or something like that. I don't remember. What was his reasoning? It was like really stupid reasoning. Pure greed, evil, theft for sure. So I got one Pikachu for you there, but you said you had two of them, so we gotta find the other one. Look how cute those Crimson Pikachus are, by the way. Aren't those adorable? What, BGS is closed now too? Yeah, we already read that. Looking for the other Crimson. Not in here. You don't have a bag on my side by chance? I don't think you would, because we created another round of boxes for you. Gotta find this Pikachu somewhere. Actually, it could be on the bottom of this box. This is the secondary box, correct? So let's try this. It looks like there might be some yellows in there. These grading companies need to step it the F up. Well, they're hiring, so you want to help them, you could go get a job with them. Hey, look at that Gengar. That's nice. Aha, found it. I'm so good. Look how fast I found that. That could have taken a long time if I wasn't good at this. My brain zeroed in on where it logically should be. Okay, there we go. Now, Hathim, he's really benefiting from our $9 shipping structure. We do $9 flat shipping in the U.S. Let me tell you something. Hathim's cards will not cost $9 to ship. He's got a lot of nice stuff here, and it's pretty heavy. And I'm thinking it's going to cost about maybe close to $35. Here, okay, there we go. So you get a little benefit on the shipping there. Before we go any further, let's just make sure we get this all sorted. We don't want any mistakes with this, because this is now a little concentrated rich kid bag. I better warn Alexis. I was clicking send for live customs as TRG hit. Well, when you pull your live customs, they'll come from a different place in the box. So there's always a chance for another hot round. Just because Moltres came out doesn't mean there's not like a $400 pull in a different part of the box. So you got to remember that the box kind of goes through a large rotation and you're just on a different part of the rotation. That's why I was saying earlier about the one guy, he ordered 20 of the Pokeshuffles and I said, well, it's not over yet. You might still get a hit. Unfortunately, it was over. He went into yet another cold part of the box, which there are cold spots. There has to be. All right, so we're going to print you 2 labels, probably heavier ones. And I think 2 labels might do it. We'll leave it up to Miss Alexis to figure out how to get it all into those 2 boxes. But yeah, 2 labels should probably do it. I'm going to change the dimensions of the box too. All right, so we're making a larger box here. Whew. It's Long Donovan. Whoa, nice to see you, Long Donovan. How does consultation service work with you? So that was something I just kind of made up, like, yesterday? I've never done it before, but I was convinced to do it after watching some content. So basically, it's a little bit pricey, but it's like $150 to talk to me for like a straight hour. You can just blah, blah, blah. You can ask me all the questions in the world. It's a phone call, and we would just talk about whatever you want to talk about. Now, if you want it to be consultation that we talk about, what we can do is sit down and go over your collection, and you can ask me anything you want on your collection. Like, what would you get rid of? What would you keep? What do you think's going up the most? And so I can trim up your collection pretty quickly. I can tell you what to get rid of, or, you know, what ultimately will do well. And you can also ask me some questions like, what would you buy right now? What are you buying? And I'll probably actually answer your questions directly. Like I won't hold any cards back, because it's just information between me and you, so it's secret. All right, we're gonna press no on that and print that. So if you value that at around 150, you can go for it. There we go. We're gonna say no on this and print. Yeah, those are some pricey labels. Board certified. I was clicking send for live customs. That was me. Go ahead and grab this. Very nice. Hathim, dude, you did so well on that God pack. And you got the Pikachu and the Gengar at the same time, and you already pulled a Pikachu in the past too. Just nutty, dude. I hope those cards grade 10 for you. I really do. Certainly deserve to pull something nice, because you've gone pretty deep. Okay, we've got the 2 labels in place. I'm going to go put this in the box for Miss Alexis. Mister, buy my PSA 10 Ancient Origins slabs. There is a slab I'm preparing to try and buy, and it could cost me $10,000. I don't know what it'll cost me, but and it might be too expensive. I don't know. I'm preparing to acquire a card. All right, so we make some room over here. There we go. Wow, this is a seriously heavy shipping box now after that. And we still have to get Sven shipped. Woo! I better warn her. All right. So, whew. Next up, Roki Hyun, 3 Marvel Impels, 1 spot on the Charizard sublist, and can I use my pre-grade credit for pre-grade my Growlithe from Storm Emeralda? Yes. So, let's see, 3 of the Marvel Impels, which we have right here, which we are just absolutely plowing through. People really like these Marvels. Ready? Let's start snipping. Show me your PSA 10 torches. Is this Charizard break about to go off? I assume my entries for it have not cleared yet. Let's see. Were you the guy with the Venmo order? I think you were. Let me look into my... That sucks. It's still not through, huh? Maybe I'll make you a one-time deal. I'm not supposed to, because you have a very good odds of missing, right? Because only one person pulls it. On hold. Yeah, it is you. Oh, that just sucks, bro. Let's see. Do you have a second way you can pay? Like, if you can pay through PayPal, we can still get you in there with PayPal or with ZELLE or CASHAPP. All of those work. And then we can always just refund you that $200. We can give you that as a refund when it clears. I can't do it before it clears because it's technically not my account. Won't allow me. Doesn't let me touch it. Are you ready? All right, so we're starting here. If you have a secondary form of payment, you still got time. But yeah, this is close actually. This might go off tomorrow, if not tonight. When it gets this close, people they pitch a tent in their pants by the time it gets this close. They go, how close is that Charizard? 2 spots? I'm in, baby. So if you're interested in it, you might want to purchase another spot here. How many spots did you purchase? Yeah, all the other things I was trying to get in have already gone off, I think. So I would anticipate this going off tonight or tomorrow morning. It's going to be that close. It's only 5 spots. This card just finished. It's actually only 4 spots. When you're down to the last 5 spots on a 36 spot break, it's over. It's over any minute. One guy could walk in and say, give me those 4 spots. That's how close it gets. So here's rookies. Here's Iron Man, especially when we're talking about Charizard. It's done, basically. It's any minute now. Here's Thor, but if it doesn't finish in the daytime stream, it'll finish tonight. And if it doesn't finish tonight, it'll finish tomorrow in the daytime stream. So it's very close. In fact, it's 1 video away from finishing instantly. So if I posted that, hey, we got one that's like a few spots away, people will go nuts for it. It's those early moments when it doesn't feel very fast. People just don't like it in the early time. They go, oh, I can wait for it. I can open something else. That's not going off for like 2 years. We go, all right. Pack number 1, pack number 2, Roki-hyun. What are you looking for in here, Mr. Roki-hyun? Any particular character? Here's Iron Man. As a millionaire playboy, Tony Stark, you've got money, women, and power. Is there anything you don't have? A can opener. Get me out of here. Here's Cloak. Here's Elektra. Dr. Doom and Spider-Man. That card might actually be good. You know, if you graded that and it graded 10, that one might actually do well right now. Galactus. Enchantress. I'm afraid this would work on me. Here's Mandarin. X-Factor. Iron Man. X-Factor again. And Journey into Mystery. All right. I think 3 weeks should be like any day now. It's tough, but what we can do is I can try to just cancel the order once it goes through. So if you just need that money right back, we can just do that, okay? So you'll be all right if you need to send the money in for these spots in another payment method. Here's Blob. Here's Thor. Your mystical hammer can be just about anything. Can do just about anything. And if ever I retire as a superhero, I have a big future as a carpenter. Ooh. Phoenix. Captain America, Hulk, and Spider-Man. Hulk, are you really the strongest superhero? Yes, also the best looking. Some girls might actually agree with that. Girls, they want the beast, man. Beauty and the Beast. They don't want the prince. They want the beast. Here's Daredevil. Here's Storm. Here's Captain America. Aunt May. How is she a superhero? Here's Daredevil and Wolverine. All right, so I didn't see a Thanos popping out of there. Some cool cards. I like the Spider-Man Dr. Doom card, by the way. I thought that was pretty nice. All right, we got your 3 packs. And then you got a bag here that's mostly full. What did we do at that point? Oh, right. Well, we're going to create a new bag for you now. I remember last night. Oh, yeah. Last night we removed some Pokemon cards from your stuff that you're open-minded to doing a trade with. So we'll talk about getting a trade on those. The Beast is an X-Men. That's right. Actually, you're right. There is an actual Beast. We are. Girls like the Beast. And my theory is that women want to evolve genetically. Like, there has to be an explanation, like a scientific one, for attraction. It's the desire to evolve. One spot, like if a man had like wings and claws and sharp teeth, he'd be surrounded with bitches or whatever. One spot on the Charizard sublist. Here it is. Okay. This is going off yet again. If a guy had wings and claws and he was 7 feet tall, he'd get so many girlfriends. And I think it's actually a scientific cause for that. Women want to evolve. Here it is. Good. Whereas most men look pretty ordinary. We're 5'11", 5'9". Isn't that the average height is 5'9"? And then, but all the girls went like 6'3" or some crazy number. Yeah, they're trying to evolve. Here it is. You ready? What are you smoking, mister? Just my usual banter. I mean, it's the stuff I think about all the time. All the time. You are? There we go. Think about this kind of stuff in my sleep. Here goes. Another gym break. There's so many I can't count them. We got Ditto. You can't lose with Ditto. You can only win. So no matter what you pull Roki-hyun, he's gonna transform into it. But if you pull Elekid, he's not going to transform. He's just going to defeat Elekid. But you pull Lugia, Ditto transforms, it's a tie. Round 2. Skeledirge. Oh my god, this guy's pulling heat. Togekiss. All right, round 2 goes to TRG. Round 3, Fire Energy. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, you've got Squovit. The only way for you to win here, he has to pull Elekid. If he pulls Poliwag, that's a tie. Oh. He actually does pull Poliwag. That's pretty astoundingly rare. So you guys tie on this round. The game's not over. He's 1 point ahead of you. You've had 2 tied rounds. Next round. Spidops. The odds of that were really low. Oh, he's still going to win with the Spidops 10 HP over 120 HP. There it is. Team Rocket Grunt, you are going to take this round. Congratulations. So, Roki Hyun, this is your pull. You get this beautiful Pokemon card for $30. Team Rocket Grunt pulls a booster pack in the Charizard break. All right. Team Rocket Grunt, you've had weirdly good luck in the gym breaks. Did you notice that? I noticed that. Rookie Hune, you're negative by 1 over here. You've been in a bizarrely huge number of gym breaks. So you're set to take another roll on Discord. There we go. And you're going to head over into here. Let's count these spots up. What would you pay for PSA 10 Ditto from Pokemon Go? It's only Pop 51. The English one, it's hard to say because it's really rare, but no one ever talks about it, and I never hear about record prices on it. I actually have a lot of Pokemon Go booster packs. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32. We're up to date. We're at 32 out of 36. 4 spots remain. Pretty close. Team Rocket Grunt's probably lapping this up. Just remember, even if you win the gym break several times in the Charizard, your odds of pulling him is still only 1 in 36. All right, so what's next? Pre-grade on your Storm Emeralda. Let's get it. So we're going to get him a pre-grade. Roki Hyun. This is a $3 pre-grade. I can tell you if your card has a shot at Black Label. I'm that good. If it does have a shot at Black Label, I tell you that, and then we send it to Beckett. Of course, Beckett's closed right now. You need a grade of 10 plus on the Growlithe to send it to Beckett. All right, so just eyeballing it. The centering looks pretty good. Let's check the back. Your card's going to be a solid 10, but it won't have a chance for that Black Label. Basically, the only issue with your card is you have like a frazzled edge on the top, but funny, not on the bottom. See how clean the bottom is? A lot of people don't understand this with the Japanese cards. Zoom in as much as we can before it tries to change camera. See how flat that is? Doesn't that look great? That's what they're looking for with Black Label. Now we go up here, and what do you see? Ah, do you see how it has like all this little frazzled parts? Frizzled, frazzled. There's some kind of word for it. My hands need to be steadier. Here we are. But there you have it. So he will be receiving a 10. Still worth grading. Not going to be Black Label. One thing you could try to do is correcting that edge. You could try taking a tool and smoothing the edge down. Now, will that cause it to fail as well? Can they detect that? I don't know. I don't know if they can detect a corrected card or not is something we don't know about. All right, but there you go. You receive a solid 10 on the Growlithe. That cost you $3 to do that. So we can do that for any card you guys want. It's called a pre-grade. It's a service we offer on this channel, and I'm pretty good at it. Just been doing it so long. All right, now you should have a card over here, I believe. We talked about staff, but I'm looking for another niche thing to buy. Let's see. Yeah, that sounds good. Didn't you have a $26 card somewhere? Oh, here it is. So now you have $23 left over. Like that. Okay. See? So now you got lots of money left over to pre-grade anything else you want. Because you got some nice cards. We want to get some grades on those. Please give that to Kat, mister. Can you? I suppose I can. You make me nervous with the giveaways, Mr. Roki Hyun. Let's see. All right, let's see. There we are. I got to see you make some money on your openings. There we go. Okay. All right. So, Miss Cat. Okay. Or maybe not. Life is strange. So I'm okay with having you keep it. I feel like you're very nice, but I'd like to see you get some stuff too, you know? So we can hold that if you wish. Yeah, you don't have to give everything away. I've met people who give everything away. I've done this now. It's a very interesting behavior. You're very sociable is what that means. But I'd like to see you get some wins too, you know? So your Growlithe is a win. I feel like you should maintain it. And what you should do, you should have like a rule. Only give cards away after you've hit a win. How about that? So you need like a solid pull, and then you can take a percentage of the win. Let's say like 5%, 10%, and you can tip that to someone in the stream to be nice. But what I wouldn't take like I wouldn't take all my cards and give them away too fast, because if you do that too much, you'll feel sort of like a burnout from opening packs. That's the problem, is you get a burnout at some point. So I feel like, you know, from my perspective, seeing, like, there's been a couple guys have done this. Who comes to mind? Brandon Wong comes to mind. Maybe Mark J. Valerian a little bit. Some guys just give stuff away really generously. But I feel like it helps to be able to also say, hey, I went into the Pokemon casino and came out with some good stuff for myself too. You know what I'm saying? All right, let's see. We can give that away anytime you want, though. I'll just keep it in your bag for the moment. Here's Will Sharp. He wants 10 Storm Emeralda. Now, wait a second. Before we do this, Will, and I see you've waited a long time, I got to check the oldest orders at this point because we are on a new refresh of the PayPal queue, so we have to check the website. All right, website appears to be good. Yep, website's good. We're going to check ZELLE. One day or day one, time to go deep into Poke Shuffles. What? Thanks for thoughtful advice. Yeah, what I would do is when you hit a big hit, I would take like only about 10% of that as giveaway, so that you don't, because you can experience something called burnout. That's where you've given too much away and you feel sort of like you just got killed by by opening cards or something. All right, here's Mr. Will. 10. So it makes it more fun for you to have some wins, as well as being able to be generous. So here's 3, here's 6, here's 9. And here's 10. That's Mr. Will. I saw Brandon do that, and I feel like Brandon kind of ended up feeling maybe a little poorly about cards in general. And I was like, oh, this is too bad. Let's snip this. You ready? The Charizard on the table doesn't have a price on it, but I'll take it. Well, I was thinking of selling it for about $21,000. That's what I paid for it. If you guys could buy this for $21,000 right now, I would go take out any bank loan at all, any shark loan, any horrible, terrible loan from any. I would beg all of my relatives, beg them for $21,000, and then buy that immediately because it just sold for $296,000. Just sold on the market for $296, and 22. That's about what I paid for it back 4 years ago. Crazy. Here's Golurk. Here's Como O. Aha! Full art wishy-washy. Oof. I don't know about wishy-washy. He's a little wishy-washy. You guys ready for that 30th anniversary? It's getting closer. Still a bit of time left, actually. Here's Komiya. Ooh. This is Kekleo. Wow, that is one cool card. That might be one of the coolest cards you can pull out of the ARs. I love that it feels like an actual artwork. He looks like a stripper. I went to the strip club in Vegas for the first time, by the way, guys. And he's doing a... Look, it's like that's the stripper pole. He's doing one of them cool moves. Oh, no. Strip Club Kekleo. Okay. Came in like a wrecking ball. Zelle won't let me send that much, mister, but you got a deal. We are. All right. Ooh. Putting that to the side. Kecleon. That's for Will Sharp. Welcome back, Will. So the SR was a wishy-washy, which I find that card to be very wishy-washy. But your other card, this Kecleon, is pretty nice. Now the question is, Will, do you already have a bag? I don't remember. Here's a Wilder Cardona with the bag from 224. That's like severely expired. Oh, did you guys catch this? New box split, Astro Radiance, $14 a pack. Top chase pull last sold for like 1,000 or something. So that'll be fun when that goes off. There's the Tammy pack. Zach Patch, Yugi Tao, somebody named Yasir, whose bag is now expired. Zach Wilson, Wozniak. Here's box number 3. I never go through the Z boxes. Zach Allen, Zach Brown, William Henry. That's expired. William Henry. Wow, he's got 3 bags and it's all expired. And here's this Yolan. Oh, the old Yolan bag. Where did Yolan get off to? I miss him. Wish he'd come back. Did you get my order? I'm sure I did. We're just going through them in order right now. Slightly busier day. What's today, Monday? Mondays can be busy, man. I think it's because everybody's at work and work just kind of sucks. So I think people come in on a Monday to have some fun after the Sunday night, you know, resting on Sunday night. But yeah, Mondays can be weirdly busy. Tuesdays and Wednesdays are slow a little bit. They're like not fast. Typically they aren't. Sunday is typically kind of slow. And then Monday's busy. I think it's the Monday blues. And people come in here to kind of numb the pain from having to go back to work. Remember, we looked at that chart. The #1 day for people to commit unalive was Monday, followed by Sunday, by the way. And the #1 day for people not to commit unalive, Friday. Oh, he said new bag right here. Okay, so we were hunting for nothing. Here's Jacob Chickering, spotting the Charizard and 10 Poke Shuffles. All right, he's just going to buy directly in. Another big win for Trump. Less vaccines for kids. Oh, yeah, I saw a little headline on that. I don't have many comments on that. I don't know what to think about it. I'm a very science-based person, so if they're saying, you know, you can take less vaccines, but that's because the vaccines truly were found to have some bad side effects for maybe a few kids or something. Okay, that's a controversial subject, but I'll take it. However, if it's strict like conspiracy pseudoscience, that's not a good thing. But I don't know anything about it. Actually, that is a subject I know very little about. I don't really pay too much attention to it because I don't find it very interesting. I don't currently have any kids. And when I was a kid, my parents never had me vaccinated for anything. So I'm one of those weirdos who's going to get like polio or something. All right, here we are. So my parents, they homeschooled me because they didn't want me to get vaccines. We are. And I still turned out autistic. So what do you got to say about that? I don't know. All right, 3 spots left in the Charizard. He could be going off right now, guys. 3 spots is close enough. He could end today right now in the daytime stream. Poke Shuffle time. All right. Crazy about the Pokemon Snap promos. I saw those. They are selling for unbelievable prices, close to $1 million, and they're not even PSA 10, which is great because it confirms that the grade doesn't matter sometimes. You just need a rare card. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. All right, a couple of those free cards coming out today. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh, look away, Mr. Trejo. Don't look. Double snipe. That B5 is a good one, actually. He's not a bad one at all. He's a unique card. We were just talking about how the grade doesn't matter for some cards. Well, this is one of those cards. That's a vintage square cut card. Crazy. All right, cool. Now, it's just Parasect. It's not like it's Pikachu, but it's still cool. $60. And then you got this pristine Palkia. Where is he? Here he is. All right, you're looking at a $115 round. Sending for another Zard spot then. God made us perfect. We can fight any virus. Yeah, I don't know about that. I'm big on science and medicine, so I like my science and I like my medicine. Let me have a sip of this. Now, can science and medicine be wrong? Yes, definitely. There's always scientific research that learns a new thing. There are medications that have caused harm, and we found that out later, especially like psych meds. So you have to keep an eye on that, and you have to keep testing them. Part of being scientific is doubting. So doubt's very important. You have to be able to criticize and doubt. No faith involved. No faith. Only experimentation and results. That's why I love science, because it's so irreligious. No faith involved. What are we doing here, Jacob? Keeping both, or re-rolling one of them, or re-rolling both of them? This is a really cool card. This is like, it's from a set called 99. Here it is. And it's a card you've never heard of before, and it looks really cool. It's very vibrant. And then this is pretty legitimate. This is Square Cut Parasect from the Jungle Collection, and that is a Square Cut vintage card. Very bizarre. All right, you got it. Now look at him. He just locked in both cards. That's what you got to do sometimes, guys, because it's like if you get a card, sometimes the smarter move is to say, I'm not going to, test fate and see if I pull a cold one next time. It's like flipping a coin almost. Sometimes the coin flip goes up again, like maybe he re-rolled it and he pulls even more out of the box, but it's like, you've already got something for your money. You might as well hold on to it. All right, you basically just doubled. That was a good round. Spot in the Charizard, we did that. Yep, okay, good. And now we have an order from Tim Harrison. 10 Japanese OP10s and shipping. So we need a fresh box of the OP10s. I'll be right back. Looks like the OP10s are as cheap as $4. We might have to investigate that. I'm glad there's been some big sales today because I got to pay Mr. Mike's side. Mr. Mike's side has been editing for us for like 5 or 6 years. He does a good job, and it's not free, I'll tell you that. I got to pay real money for that. So some of our profits from all of our work is just used to make all these fun videos that you guys get to watch. Here goes. Yeah, those videos aren't made for free. They cost real money. Ready? 1, 2. So what I'm telling you is when you buy cards here, you're supporting his job too. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There we go. Good. Okay. I like how them says re-roll both. Ready? Now, before you buy any more OP10s, I'm going to tell you, we're probably going to go invest. Well, I tell you what, before we reveal the hits out of here, because sometimes that'll trigger the next round. Let's go take a quick look at the price of OP10. We have not repriced our one-piece cards in a very long time. OP10s keep getting slammed. We did notice that we can raise the English one by $1, but we did not do that. We actually kept them the same price. We're going to test this one out as well. Says we should be selling these at a full $5. So we are actually going to raise the Japanese one. So the Japanese one will go from $4 to $5. 4 is really low. I think we were selling at 4 because I had a case and I kind of just wanted it to get triggered, to start actually moving. All right. Did you guys check the new item on the menu? It's Rainbow Top Series 1. Pretty cool. OP10. Where is it? Whoa, we have a lot of one-piece stuff on the menu. We're going to quick edit this one. Okay, we're going to hit save. OP10 is meh. That's really why. I don't know. It has a Luffy in it, doesn't it? A Luffy manga. This guy right here. You can pull this guy as a Luffy manga. So I don't know if I agree with you on that assessment. All right. It's not the absolute worst set is all I'm saying. I don't think it is. Also, I don't think we categorized this item correctly. This should say Pokemon. So this item should be Pokemon Vintage. Okay, there we go. Update. There we go. Cool. I love that we're taking pictures on the table of the actual product. That's so fun. Instead of like taking pictures off the internet. Back to Tim Harrison. Mr. Tim, my favorite guy. All right. No, it's Law Manga. You're telling me he's not in here? I thought he was. Maybe you're right. Law Manga, huh? I thought he was in here. This guy right here, the Luffy with the giant fat arms. Just sent in order to support Mike's side. Yeah. Yeah, Mike's side is, he used to be cheap. We've given him little raises over the years. Every year he gets a raise around October. And as the years have gone by, he's actually gotten kind of pricey. It's expensive to make videos at this point, but we're going to keep doing it, and we got to keep finding ways to reinvent ourselves if the market ever says, hey, we don't want that video. One of the things we did recently was we started making the Auction of the Week shorts, and those are doing extremely well. Whoa. All right, here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. Here's Don Flamingo. Boop. And here's, aha, so the box is still loaded, Mr. Tim. Still time to send in for it. I'm gonna go get your stuff though. We're gonna print a label for it. What time is it? 6:40? What? Why is it so busy today? What a busy day. Today's been the day, guys. What the hell? Oh, Tim, you're so funny, dude. Look at this bag right here. Tim Harrison, $7.25. Good timing, Mr. Tim. You didn't want to stay in there any longer than that. That would have been a bad thing. All right. So we'll grab this. And what's this back here? You got, whoa, look at that, man. Woo. We wouldn't have taken your bag anyways. Your bag's too good. We would have left it there for like another year. Maybe not a whole another year. Maybe not another half year or something. But when you got a nice card like that in your bag, I kind of avoid it. I take the junk bags right away, though. So if you got a junk bag and you guys leave it for a year, it's not going to stick around. So, Tim, I see your address in PayPal. Let's test and see if that's what we have in our system. You have shipped before with us, and yes, it matches the PayPal address, so I'm going to assume this is correct still. I don't know if you have any slabs, but I doubt you do. We're going to queue you up for this. All right, you're queued up for the shipping. Now, it might take a minute for it to calculate the shipping. I really feel like we need to get this shipping done before we take any longer. We need to get this shipping done for Sven, because he made me aware of the problem on like Saturday. So I just kind of took my sweet ass time preparing the shipping for him. Mr. May I ask how my favorite junk bags box is doing? Not as many sales of the junk packs lately, maybe because there's been so many new sets, but yeah, they're still $3 a pack. There have been some guys that have come in and bought some packs from it. It continues to remain as one of the more popular products we've ever sold. I don't advertise them ever, by the way. I almost never mention them, the junk packs. Okay, so this is Mr. Sven, and what we need to do is have two separate boxes for him, like that. Okay, let's go create two labels. Mr. Sven, he's the guy. We're gonna go over here to international. Okay. It's already set to 2 pounds. That's good. And this is good. Custom form. We're going to say merchandise. Playing cards. Set the weight to 2 pounds. We'll set the value to, I think the value should be like $49 this time. We're not going to set it to very much. Okay, that's box number 1. Is it going to print? Ah, there it goes. Okay, weird. All right, now label number 2 is already ready to go. All I got to do is say this. Playing cards. Playing cards. Set that to 2 pounds. So we do these little 2-pound boxes. I found that that's one of the cheaper way to get all this shipped. Okay, is to just ship it in these 2-pound boxes. Print again. Yes. Plenty of shipping. All the shipping, in fact. Did we just run out of labels? Looks like the label machine's giving me a red blinker. Mister, when you can send... are you saying you bought more junk packs? Is that what you're saying? I'll get those for you. Do you still have Luzamine Tag Team, or Tag All-Stars? I believe she's on the table right now. Oh, no, she'd be under the table, actually. Yeah, she should still be available. I think she's 400. That's a good one. It's a good-looking card. All right. We got Sven's labels made. Just another thing on my checklist. Good. We didn't want that to take any longer. Did you guys see the thing I bought today? Look at what I bought. I bought this Gengar. He cost $1,300. So I bought him and I'm adding him to my collection. Pretty good. All right. Next up we have Roki Hyun, Gym Break on the Charizard. I'm going to call no more orders. We need to wrap up now. It's almost 7. All right, we got Mr. Roki Hyun in here. All right. So this didn't go off in the daytime stream. I can guarantee you that's going off in the nighttime stream. It will. If you haven't sent in a spot for it now, you got to do it right now because you're out of time. Here's Mr. Jay-Z for my junk bags. Whoa! Well, if they're at $3 a piece and you sent $25, that's about 8 of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So he just bought these 8 junk packs. These are the very popular junk packs. They sell all the time. What do they contain? Junk. So he just bought all this for about $24. Let's see what you got. Junk packs contain one guaranteed thing. They contain junk. All right, so here's a couple girl cards. Some Hello Kitty, some Fortnite, some Dust Brown Dust, Booty Butt Dust, some holographic OP13s. Just whatever I can reach for is what goes into these. And I just have so much stuff to give you guys in these junk packs. Some of the junk packs feel hotter than others, I noticed. It's just kind of random. Here's some Pokemons. That's an Urshifu V. There's nothing wrong with this card. This is actually solid. Here's a nice... Is this a full art? I can't tell. That's another nice just SR. There's nothing wrong with it. These are pack fresh, too. Like, this is what I'm talking about. Some of these packs contain, like, some of these... These are called Karutas, and these appear to be pack fresh Karutas, and I'm just giving them away. Here's Sock, Dusclops, some more Hollows, and a Fortnite. Luzamine All-Star? That's right, Luzamine All-Star. That's a good one. I didn't anticipate that one lasting very long. All right, and here's some of these. Some Chainsaw Man English, Denji, Power. This is two cards of the Metazoo tops. Some more of the we got some more One Piece, we got some more ladies. A lot of girl cards went in this round, I feel. Yeah, this time when we were refilling the junk packs, I ran into a bunch of girl cards, so I feel like these have a little more girl cards than usual. What do we got here? We've got Spy Family, Vintage Simpsons. Many of these cards come from abandoned bags, by the way. Star Wars. And I don't have time for all this. What am I going to do with all this? A lot of this stuff has a chance to grade 10 because I didn't pre-grade it or anything. I just grabbed it and stuffed it in a bag. That's all I did because I don't have time for it. We got, oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my God. That's good. That's solid. Look at this. That's pretty solid. And then some more of these. I think I put these in here. They were meant to be considered hot packs, basically. Okay, the little Fortnite card in the back, like a backstopper. Those little tiny stickers, those are Artbox Pokemon stickers. That is vintage Pokemon. They're not super expensive or anything, but if any of those were to grade 10, bet you that's an instant $100. And again, I did not do any pre-grades on any of those. I just have tons of them lying around. That's a Charmander, and it's like in perfect condition. Wow, I definitely gave away too much on these. Kind of crazy. I feel like just one of those would be worth $3. So you got some loaded ones. Good for you. They're not always going to be this hot. Keep that in mind. And it is just random, and it's just on a whim because I just make them really fast. Here's some more of these girl cards. Here's some Hello Kitty, Metazoo, Giant Boobs. Got a little One Piece back here. One last pack for you, Mr. Jay-Z. You liking this round, Jay-Z? And slab away, dang it, gone. Luzamine's gone, is it? Here's some old Star Wars cards. Wow, those laid around forever. I can't believe I'm getting rid of them. Some Playboys. A rookie. Justin Herbert rookie. What do you guys think of this? All right, because I do not care. Look, another Justin Herbert. I do not care for sports cards, so there could be very expensive sport cards, and they will just be dumped into there because I don't know what they are, and I don't care for them. All right, I see some for me, some for my son, and baby girl. That's good. So, where did I put you last? I think you went in the JX box, didn't you? Were you in the JX box? Yeah, JZ, JX box. Justin Herbert. Don't tell me what those are worth. AOG says those might be worth something. Don't tell me. I don't want to know. I just liquidate the sports right into those junk packs because I do not care about sports cards. I know nothing about them. But those were abandoned a long time ago. All right, you got all that for 25. Congratulations. Now, we have an order from David Moraes, one Impel Marvel. All right, Mr. David Moraes. Oh, we have to grab more because so much of it's selling. Okay. I'm in PayPal. He's in pain. Oh. There we go. I sent an order a bit ago. I'm in PayPal. All right. Mr. Puzzles Are Hard. How long ago? Ready? Snip on that. Is that it for order? Yeah, no more orders at this point. We had a great run today, but we are so out of time. We're at the 2.5 hour mark, almost 3 hours. And it's 6:51. I know I started late, but we are just running out of time now, so we're going to wrap up here. But don't worry, because if you wanted to buy something, we go live again today. We go live tonight, and we go live tomorrow for the daytime stream. We're just always live. So you really just have to wait a couple hours, and we'll be back on. Go have some fun. Go watch some TV, play some games, spend some time with friends, loved ones, go for a walk, do whatever you're going to do, because that's what I'll be doing. I'll be trying to refresh myself, and then we'll be back on again. That's one pack, David. I don't think anything really crazy came out of here, David. That pack felt pretty standard. We're looking for ones that have really cool cards like Thanos, Doctor Doom. Spider-Man's always cool. I like the Spider-Man cards out of there. Let's see. David Moraes. Captain America got them hips. He got hip dips. He got hip dips. He's a hiplet. All right. Kevin Vu says, Zardy boy. Kevin Vu's going to buy directly in. Good luck in there. Remember, Kevin, only one person pulls it. So you're signing up to purchase a $60 common card. That's what you're signing up for. So that could be pretty rough. That's going to be number 34. 34, that leaves spots 35 and 36 left, right? Well, this is a half spot. There is one spot left. Wow, wow, wow. Pretty insane. Team Rocket Grunt, one more Zard spot and another live custom since they're hot, hot, hot. They are hot, hot, hot. Something going on? Yeah, I have a ton of shipping for Alexis. Okay, hold on. I'll bring it out. 1, 2, 3, and a 4. So Alexis has arrived. Ah, Meloetta. All right, it's going to be a cold pack, but you did pull this lovely Meloetta. That's Team Rocket Grunt. Here you are. Sorry, man. Some like it hot, some like it cold. Some like it in the live customs 9 days old. Okay, so that's completed, but you need the gym break as well. So before we run the gym break, I'm going to go get the box for Miss Alexis, and I'm going to carry it down the stairs for her because it's super heavy this time. So you guys will see me in about 2 minutes. Super heavy. Kitty, what are you doing? Come on. Come on. Come on. She's such a smart cat. She knows she's not supposed to be in here. She came running back out. Man, that was heavy, man. That felt like it was like 50 pounds. We had so much shipping in there. So, let's see. Okay, so it is a gym break. When are you going live again? Tonight, about 8 hours from now. Good luck, you two. Oh, man. I can feel that factor meal I ate, and it's just stuck in my stomach. It's the Wagovi. All right. Well, let's do it like that. There we go. I don't want to see anything. Okay. Mr. Strong. It was heavy, dude. You know what made it so heavy? It was a really long box, and so it was heavy on one end, and I was holding it on the opposite end. So the leverage made it heavy. Okay, good luck. The Beetle versus an energy. What? That Elekid is terrible. All right, so that's 50 HP going up against 70. I thought you were cooked because you had a 70 HP card, and he pulled a fire energy, so I thought it was over, but he pulled the worst Pokemon. So that's round number 1, Ki-Hyun Row. Here's Poliwag. Okay, it's about to even out probably. Versus Switch. Versus Water Energy. All right, so round 2, Team Rocket Grunt. Round 3, we've got Spidops. And, whoa! It looks like Mr. Ki-Hyun Row is going to take this round. Very good. So you're all tied up again, Mr. Row Ki-Hyun. And Mr. Team Rocket Grunt, you head toward a tie. You're closer to breaking even. You're 4 out of 5. And he is 12 out of 12? Wow, this guy just gets in a lot of gym breaks. Okay, in you go. Now, I got to tell you guys, you got spots in here. A lot of you guys got spots in here. Some of you guys got more than one spot. Only one person pulls that Charizard, so it doesn't matter how many spots you got in there. You either hit it or you didn't. And it can be pretty painful when it goes by. What I'm probably going to do, I'm probably going to toss in some bonus pulls to help out, okay? Probably pulling some bonus pulls into those packs. Kind of like a regular booster box of cards, right? Because it is a regular booster box. That's what it is. It's a Cardconomist box. That's 35 out of 36. One spot remains. Crazy. I told you, when it gets close, it gets really close. And Miss Alexis already warned me that she might not get all the shipping done, so she's going to get some of it done. Here's Steven Gonzalez. He says 2 other shuffles and a round of shipping. So, Steven, 2 other shuffles. There should be 36. Aren't all the spots taken? Oh, let me count it up. Make sure that we got the right number. 1, 2. 2 cold ones. All right. 2 cold ones. That's no good. Let's count this. They wanted to know if this was 36. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. It's 35, so we were on track. 1 spot remains. I'm rooting for you to pull that Zard. There should be somebody pulls it. That's the fun of it. One person gets that Zard. It's a pretty consequential break. I mean, someone's going to pull a Zard for $36. All right, we've got a Mr. Steven Gonzalez. All right. So, very low chance, Nicholas, only 2 spots. If you pull the Zard on the Zard, I'm going to be sad. Oh, on that gym break, you mean? We're going to hit print. Where's the label? You know, that makes me very nervous. Why did it just do that? It seems that the label didn't... Oh, because there's something wrong with the label printer. Oh, my God. All right, so I gotta wrap up, man. We're really late. Oh, we're not out of labels. Oh, no, we are. We're out. It's out. Get rid of that. Gotta replace the labels. This little label machine has been printing for me forever. I wonder when it's gonna break it. It's gotta break someday. Then we get a new one. And there we have it. So, we got Mr. Steven Gonzalez. That wasn't too bad. Got that done fast. Guess we didn't list an item to eBay today. We're supposed to do that every day. So disappointed in tag taking forever with subs. Just how it is, I suppose. Well, it reveals a weakness with them. They're a popular company, but they're a fledgling company. They're really small. Yeah, I'd say their inability to scale is going to cut back on demand. There you go, Steven. There is one last order, and it's for Joshua Rose. Kissed by a rose on the grave. Or every rose has its thorns. So Joshua wants to ship out. Okay, Josh. Not to be confused with Joshua Ramos. So Josh, appreciate you. You're a pretty new guy. Let's get you nice and labeled up here. Miss Alexis may or may not get your stuff done today. She said she might come in tomorrow morning to keep working. It was a lot. She got a weirdly large amount of shipping. Okay. I've got your email. Very good. And now we're ready to print this. Whoa, shipping for you is really expensive. Some places are expensive. I don't know what it is. You know it's never expensive? Anyone in Texas. Texas is like one of the cheapest of all states to ship to. I don't know why that is, but damn, it's cheap to ship to Texas. Yours costs like almost double. All right, there it is. Now, there's one spot left in here. As far as I can tell, no one has claimed it. You can purchase it before the next stream starts. Just looking real fast. Looking. I'm just double checking. No one has purchased it. The queues are clear. I'm wrapping up here. I'll see you guys tonight for the late night stream. Okay, I'll see you there. See you later. I'll take the last spot, I guess. You're allowed to do that. It's just whoever orders it first. Those are the rules. All right, see you later, guys.